Hey guys, don't forget about the frozen drinks at the bar. Sipping on an electric blue myself. Virgin, of course. Been sober for a while now. Just shy of a week. I tell you, I've been hearing this song 100 times a day. Every day for 22 years. Love to get a copy to take home with me if we got it on cassette. Yeah, rocks hard. Speaking of rock hard, this is Georgia. Ooh.
Love y'all, boys.
Love you.
Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every fucking game, all right?
Love you, 1-7.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree to the TOP from the 313. And I normally would say, and by my side is my main man, my two can't say I'm the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. But, as you guys know, Mr. Mikey will only be here once a week up until August, that is. And then he returns to 2 nights a week. But he likes to take a nice little vacay away from me. And I guess away from you. Anyways, well, happy Friday to you guys, man. Let's get to some of you guys' chat real quick. Awesome, says Ronnie. What's going on, Ronnie? Great, awesome, and great. I get two for the price of one. Thank you, Ronnie. Coach McDermott spray paint in the studio. Yeah. I know who did it, and I want my 6-figure reward. Okay, I know who's responsible for the spray painting that's going on at the new stadium. I don't think McDermott ever left Buffalo. And that's why he didn't throw his name out there in the coaching circle. I think he's setting up shop at the new stadium, and McDermott is here to stay, folks. He isn't going anywhere. I think he has his gold shovel. I think he has his spray paint, and they're going to have to find him somewhere in Highmark. He's there. Look, they said whoever did it, this is an inside job. That's what they said, that you have to have access with the key card to get into some of these areas that were spray painted. So, oh my God. Oh shit, he's in the stadium. He's the stadium graffiti bandit. Yeah, he could be. Yes, Weston. Weston knows the deal. Hashtag BB, okay? Listen, make Bills great again. You know what? Did I even put that on? Man, I'm messing up, Weston. Hold on. Let me put my hashtags here. Hashtag BB. Hashtag MBGA. Yes. Let's put it back. There we go. Make Bills great again. Believe in Bean Island. You better believe it, man. Graffiti must have been pretty bad. Oh, must have been mustard. Oh, man. What's going on, Scott? Believe Bean Island has 1 bag packed and sleeping with... Nah, bro, listen, I believe in Bean, man. That's why I set up shop, man. Listen, I'm the one that made that island. I went ahead and found that island. I got everybody on board. Well, not everybody. I still got some people that refuse to come on board, and that's okay because you snooze, you lose. You know what I mean? When this team wins a championship with Brandon Bean as the GM, / team president, I think a lot of those guys, a lot of those people are going to want to come on over to Bean Island. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Because guys like me, guys like Dan Mitchell, guys like Mikey, right? Guys like, I think Scott Blakely's on Bean Island. Weston, he's a Chiefs fan. He's on Bean Island. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. Tommy, this is the worst time for sports. I'm guessing you're saying sports, but yes. However, my Detroit Pistons, I did not see this coming. Number one, the best team in the NBA is the Detroit Pistons. Honestly, guys, I did not see this coming. I knew they were getting better, and I was happy for my team to see their success. But man, are they playing damn good basketball. And I love seeing it, man. I love seeing teams. And this is why I love sports. And this is why I don't jump off ship, right? This is why it's awesome when your team finally turns it around. Moments like this, right? Now, look, we haven't won a championship yet, but we were bad for so long, and it feels so good to finally be on top again. That's what being a sports fan is all about, man. You got to stick with the bad times, man. You got to stick with the good and bad times, right? And man, when you get on top, it feels so good. That's what she said. I gotta hit. I knew it was coming. I had to hit it before you guys did it. Oh man. F the Olympics. Hey, everything but the dog. Did you guys see the dog? the dog that got loose from their home or something and joined in on the race? And they had like a photo finish of the dog finishing the race. It was great. I love animals. If y'all don't know, I love dogs, animals in general, and I love moments like that. So we do got a super chat coming in. Danger Zone, friend of the channel. If you guys, I know a lot of you guys are Bills fans, but this is a great Jets channel. If you guys want to go, just here, even if you're not a Jets fan, go over there and support them, man. They always support me. Let's go ahead and hit that train horn. My dude. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's go ahead and put this audio background on. I always got background on it. Let's see how Bean does with McDermott. He's going to do great, Roy. Come on, Roy. Like McDermott did something so great here. He didn't win no Super Bowls. He did just as good as Rex Ryan did with the Jets. And y'all are quick to shit on Rex Ryan, right? Oh, Rex Ryan, terrible coach. Boo, Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan did as much for the Jets as McDermott did with the Bills with a way better quarterback. So stop all that nonsense. Like McDermott did something so unbelievable here with one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the NFL. He did exactly what Rex Ryan did for the Jets with Mark Sanchez. Okay, stop. And I think Danger Zone probably understands where I'm going with that. So, come on, man. Like, we're going to, be a bad team because McDermott left. Let's see here. Hockey's go. Oh, yeah, right. Hockey, Scott. Not that I don't really watch hockey, but I'll get into... Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll watch the finals if USA gets in the finals, and I think that they do have a great chance. But I think it's going to be them and Canada, which will be epic showdown. Because Canada, boy, cocky Canada and their hockey. But the women's hockey team won, I believe, in overtime, 2-1 for the gold. So, and I believe they beat Canada. So, there's some decent stuff going on in the Winter Olympics. Let's see. You're good. Hey, Robert, how you doing, brother? Sexy Rexy, his son gonna be Sexy Sethy. Okay, there you go. I'm talking about the draft, Tommy. Let's see if Bean drafts better without McDermott. Yeah, I hear you, Roy. Actually, Roy, it's not even about the draft so much. It's also about free agency. So very curious what he does in free agency and the draft. This whole offseason is gonna tell a lot about, the different paths, or the different direction, if Bean goes a different direction, which I believe he will, with his free agency, with his draft picks that he has in the past. Rex made wine out of vinegar and is one of. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm glad finally somebody thinks that or understands that Rex Ryan wasn't a bad head coach. He really wasn't. I'm not saying he was great, but to do what he did, and we're gonna sit here and shit on him, but yet we're gonna compliment Sean McDermott like Sean McDermott did something so special here in Buffalo. I mean, come on, man, stop. You know what I mean? Sanchez stunk, bro. Rex made the... Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, he was responsible for getting probably a better quarterback in there, but I think they had a little bit of faith in Sanchez that maybe Sanchez could turn the corner. He did like Sanchez. He did put a tattoo of Mark Sanchez on his body, so clearly he probably thought Sanchez could have been the guy or was going to be the guy, but he was wrong there, and it happens. It happens. Sometimes you make mistakes like that. I think that's what ultimately led to Rex Ryan's departure with the Jets. If he would have found himself a quarterback, if Mark Sanchez would have worked out, potentially the Jets would have made the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I mean, their defense was legit. Keep cooking, Tommy. Love the channel. So should new viewers. Have a good night, my man, Mr. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Good luck to you too as well, man. I'll pop into one of your streams as well, like you always pop into my stream. Thank you so much, man. Damn, Saki, can you predict USA versus Canada on Sunday for the gold medal? You non-hockey boy. I'm really not like on badass. You know, you know me. I keep it real here. I don't know much about hockey. However, if they make it to the finals, I'll watch. You know what I mean? Like, I'll support the team. You know, like for instance, I don't watch horses race, right? But I'll watch like the major, horsing events, whatever, when they have them. Like if something's on, I forget what the name. Look, I don't even know the name of it, but whenever they have it, right? It's like a big deal where they all bring the fancy hats and shit. I'll watch that. The one sport I don't watch that's like Daytona, like NASCAR. I can't get into it. I just can't get into it. But yeah. If we play Canada on Sunday for the gold. Did they? I thought they were in the semifinals, or that already happened. See, I'm not even paying attention. Well, thank you, badass. So I'm guessing both Canada and USA moved on from the semifinals. Hey, that's going to be epic showdown, man. Good for them, man. So I'll definitely watch. I'm just not huge into hockey, bro. But thank you for keeping me updated. So badass, he's a big time hockey fan. He always talks about his Sabres. And like I said, I'm not going to get into hockey. Things I don't know much of. I don't know the rules. I don't really pay super attention to it. But I'll definitely see what time they play, and I'll watch it. Why not? Yeah, the Kentucky Derby. Thank you so much. Tommy, who's the first Bills player to leave? It's probably going to be Curtis Samuel. You mean cut? I think Curtis Samuel is going to be cut pretty quick. Yes, Belmont. Yep. Triple Crown. Yep. We beat. Oh, damn. Okay, badass. 6-2. What was the Canada score? Canada's been playing really, really good too. I wonder who they're favoring in that, USA or Canada. So, guys, tonight, obviously, I'm solo. I will remain solo until August. Not going to be a lot to talk about until March when free agency hits. March 11th, I believe. The March 9th is when tampering starts, but and then the draft in April. But y'all know how the offseason gets a little boring, gets a little bit slow. So we're just going to wing it here, man. That's why I said chopping it up with Bills Mafia tonight. I'm gonna go as the show goes. We'll go as long as there's things to talk about. Really, I'm being dead honest with you guys tonight. Not a lot, but I did pull some stuff up that we can get into tonight. And look, man, let's just have fun with it, man. Y'all know me. I kind of just go with the flow. Ain't nothing scripted here, man. We just talk and see where the road leads. It's Canada and USA. Yeah. So I heard Canada won. So go USA. Over here, there's a radio station. There's like a sports radio guy. What he says, he likes to say is ABC. Anyone but Canada. He does not like Canada. He thinks Canadians are super cocky when it comes to their hockey. So he likes to say ABC. And that includes, I guess, because that was a little while ago when the Maple Leafs were doing good in the playoffs, and he kept saying ABC, anyone but Canada. And my friend, Captain D, who's Canadian, he boos that. Was not happy about the local sports radio guy here saying ABC, anyone but Canada. But I had to say, obviously I'll be going USA on this. Sorry, Captain D. And me and Captain D, right? Even though I don't like hockey's not my sport. I'll be watching. I'll be rooting for USA. USA is favored. Okay, Canada needed overtime to beat Finland. Oh, wow. Okay, so they barely won. Okay, I know the USA woman won. I know that. That I know. That was the other day, and I believe they won in overtime. And I believe the girl is the one that got the game-winning goal was from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. I could swear I heard that. So, but anyways, yeah, good for them. That's going to be probably a really, really good game. Bears moving to Indy. That's crazy. You know what? I don't think it's going to happen. I heard there's a good chance, but man, Scott, Chicago Bears are such an iconic football team. Like, they've been around forever. And for the NFL to allow that or to let that happen would be crazy, right? This isn't like, a newer team that hasn't been in the league that long, or a team that really nobody really gives two shits about, kind of, right? Or a team that's just been bad for so long and they don't really have a history. Like, Chicago has a history, man. They've been around forever, and I just don't know how that would go, man. I'm not saying it won't happen, but man, boy, fans would be furious, and you're just kind of messing it up for the NFL too, to just kind of erase the Chicago Bears. Men's gold medal game Sunday at 8. Okay, thank you, badass. I'll definitely watch. Why not? I believe it takes 2 to 3 of owners voted to move a team. I'm not sure about that, Roy. You have to check on that. Mayor and governor are... That's right, Scott. You are from Chicago. So, Scott, you would know probably more about what's going on in Chicago than me. So anyways, guys, tonight, the stuff that I do have pulled up that we're going to talk about, go over. This is stuff that obviously is for you guys, the chat, to kind of chime in and have a little bit of fun with it. So let's do it, man. Let's have a little fun with tonight's show. Damn you, commie. Is that a thing anymore? Do people call people communists? You commie? Get out of here, commie. I remember when Kramer was trying to get people to be a commie on Seinfeld. It was pretty funny. Same in New Jersey Jets and New Jersey Giants. Hey! All right. So let's get into it. So tonight, I got a few things set up. One, which I think will be fun, will be... Where is it? I had it pulled up. Oh, here it is. I did a chat GPT thing, right? Where I asked it, what were the top 100 all-time Buffalo Bills biggest off-seasons, including free agency, drafts, trades, and coaching changes? So this should be interesting to see what ChatGPT has to say about what our top 100 all-time off-seasons were, since we're in the off-season, right? Why not ask ChatGPT what the top 100, and you guys can chime in, obviously, as we go through the list. I also got tonight PFF, even though I'm not a biggest fan of PFF, they have the top 101, which is odd. Why would they put the extra one? Whatever. Top 101 players from the 2025 NFL season, according to PFF, right? And we'll go down the list. And then we have the all-time NFL quarterbacks according to the Bleacher Report. So Bleacher Report has their all-time NFL quarterbacks 99 through 1. So they don't even have top 100. Top 99. They decided to go top 99 on that list. So, you guys ready? Let's go ahead and start this thing, man. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. Look at the NYC mayor, 100% commie. And they're already ready to run him out of town over his lies. All right, let's get to, you know what? Let's go ahead and get to the top 100, right? Let's go ahead and start with that. And then, obviously, wherever you guys want to steer the ship, y'all steer the ship, man. You know what I mean? I'm along for the ride, man. All right, so here we go. Top 100. I don't know if you guys see this. Let me see if I can make this better. Whoa. Hey-oh. Nope. I guess. Oh, man. Oh. All right, here we go. I guess that's fine. I don't know if I can edit this any better where I can get myself on the screen more. Oh, yeah, I can. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's fine. Whatever. All right, here we go. So the all-time top 100. Let's go through it, guys. Buffalo Bills all-time top off-season moves, drafts, trades, free agency, coaching, front office. Number 1, drafting Josh Allen, 2018 first round. I think we can agree with that. Do you guys agree with that for quarterback and franchise foundation? They have number 2, retaining, extending Josh Allen with record contract. Okay. And then the draft picks. 3, trading draft picks to move up and select Josh Allen. Drafting Jim Kelly. They got 4th. See, I would think Bruce Smith would be ahead of Kelly. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. See, I kind of disagree with the chat GPT. I love Jim Kelly. I do. Even though in 1984, 83, 84, whatever, when we drafted him, he didn't want to be in Buffalo, and he went and played for the UFL, and then he came here in 1987. Right? Was it 87? I believe it was 87 is when he came back because the UFL shut down. Right? He had no choice. And since he was still kind of under contract with the Buffalo Bills, or still the draft pick, the Buffalo Bills went ahead and made him, I believe at that time, the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. So, yeah, it took a lot for Jim Kelly to come to Buffalo. I'm going to go Bruce Smith over Jim Kelly. What do you guys think? Very curious. Before we move on with this list, what do you guys see there? Do you guys have Bruce ahead of Kelly, or you like this list so far? What up, Tommy? Good to see you, brother. Hey, man. How you doing, Bob? Let's see. Bruce or OJ should be 1. Wow. Okay, bad. I see you're right. You know, I forgot about OJ. That's a great, and you know what? I don't even see OJ on the list right now. Wow, what's going on with ChatGPT? You are absolutely right. I don't even know why I didn't think about OJ. He should be on the list. Though, you know what it was, though? OJ's time here was so short, but it was great. You know what I'm saying? But OJ, like his time, he had that run where he was great, but it wasn't a long run. And then he retired kind of early. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but I would, yeah, I mean, I might have him up. Thurman Thomas was here. Thurman Thomas was a steal for the second round. Yeah. Was he a second round? I didn't even know that. I don't know why I thought he was a first round, but okay. Let's see here. All right, so they got drafting Jim Kelly, number 4, drafting Thurman Thomas, number 5, drafting Bruce Smith, 6. Stephon Diggs, even though they says drafting, makes no sense. That was a trade. I guess you could call it a draft since it was a trade for a draft pick. That's a little odd. ChatGPT maybe made a mistake there because they should have put trade. Drafting Ed Oliver, really? No. Fuck no. Like, ChatGPT, what's up, bro? There's no way that Ed Oliver is ahead of a lot of people. Okay. Sammy Watkins, I don't think so. Rousseau, 9. Look, O.J. Simpson, 13. Oh, guys, ChatGPT. I mean, boy, I'm sorry, AI. You got Oliver and Rousseau over O.J. Simpson. You got Sammy Watkins over O.J. Simpson. It would have been interesting to see. And by the way, I didn't even read this yet. Right? I pulled it up, made it come to, had it print out, but I never scrolled down So I'm reading it out right now live with you guys. Wild that AI, ChatGPT AI, has OJ solo. That is wild. It would have been interesting to see what number Jim Kelly would have worn if he had come to Buffalo in 1983, because Joe Ferguson was wearing 12 at that point. Good. Yeah, that's interesting. ChatGPT's a commie. OJ top 5 Bill. He most certainly is probably. I did my top 100 a few years ago with Mikey. I had a blast doing it. We're gonna do that again. It's just really time consuming, because we had slides, we had like little clips of everybody, but it was real interesting. A lot of people agreed, but there were some people that disagreed with our top 100, and it is what it is, guys. You're not gonna please everybody, and everybody has their opinion on who should be ahead of who. But this is absolutely wrong. I'm sorry, ChatGPT. 13, OJ Simpson. All right. Trades. And not only that, they made a mistake with Stephon Diggs. They didn't draft Stephon Diggs. And, they have it in 2015. Like, what are you doing here? Like, Stephon Diggs wasn't even on the team till 2020. So, clearly, right here, there's a mistake here. All right. A major mistake there by ChatGPT. They can't even get the year right. You're right, Eric Moulds. Where's Eric Moulds on the list? So we'll see. I did rephrase it to top 100 later on. So when we continue to scroll down, they'll have 100, the actual 100 kind of a list that's not like this. But anyways, they traded for Cornelius Bennett in 87. That's number 14. 15. Trading Kelvin Shepherd for Jerry Hughes. Okay. I like Jerry Hughes. Trading Dalton Kincaid for in the first round. Okay. Now look. Now they put trading Stephon. Oh, they traded. Okay, I see what they did there. Trading Stephon Diggs 2025. Even though they didn't trade him in 2025, but okay. So they're getting the years messed up here, guys. But we're gonna have to we'll go through this. Trading up to get TJ Sanders. See. This list is wild to me. Trading for Amari Cooper, 19. Like, this is wild. Free agency. 20. Signing Mario Williams. Okay. I like that. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, 21. Signing Von Miller. Signing Bosa. Re-signing Gabe Davis, 2020. No. Like, boy, this list is just getting me angrier every time I'm seeing it. Early free agency pickup, John Brown, Cole Beasley, 26. Okay. Let's just get down to the top 100. Let me see if I can, because I'm pretty sure I did it. There we go. Okay. So all time, here we go. This is where they got, and we'll go through it and we'll see how it goes. So I rephrased it later on. I put top one. Just give me a top 100. All right. But boy, they are just all over the board. I do not agree with a lot of that already. What's wrong? Bennett and his weapons of mass destruction was 89. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right, so here we go. So tier 1, all time. This is what they got. We'll go through it. Drafting Josh Allen, number 1. All right. Let's start. What do you guys think before I move on? Is Josh Allen number 1 all-time offseason move by the Buffalo Bills? Let me know before I move on. That's a great question, guys, for you, because there's going to be a lot of people that don't think Josh Allen deserves the 1 spot just yet. Like, some of you guys might say drafting Bruce Smith. Some of you guys might say Jim Kelly. I don't know. I'm going to go yes, but man, I got to be honest with you guys. Bruce Smith is right up there. Bruce Smith is right up there. I think that's a toss-up. And I wouldn't be mad assuming you guys say Bruce Smith. But go ahead and let me know in the chat what you guys think. Yes, okay. No OJ or Bruce. Agree on Josh Allen to Scott. Okay. It could be, but not right now. Okay, so Bob's saying not right now. Josh is great, but not yet, says Badass. Okay. So where do you have him then? Where do you have Josh Allen? If you don't have him 1, is he 2? Is it fair to say Josh is 2? Kelly came because the Houston Gamblers folded. That is correct, Josh. Scott, that's absolutely correct. I wonder if he even goes to Buffalo or he sticks around the UFL. Bruce is 1A. Josh has to at least get to a Super Bowl to be number 1. That's a valid point. Number 2 says Bob. Right now, Allen is 5. Damn, badass. Look, man, look, it's your opinion. I don't think 5, though. I think he is to the point where he is an elite quarterback, and Jim Kelly was great, Hall of Fame player, but in that time of really good quarterbacks, right, that Jim Kelly was a part of, that, John Elway, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Warren Moon. I don't know if Jim Kelly was elite, right? I don't know if he was even top 3 during that time frame, right? Top 5, probably 5. I have to go through the list again, but I would say, Josh Allen is super elite. Now, he hasn't gotten us to a Super Bowl, though. So if that's the case, if that's what you're making, I understand that. All right, so let's continue down the list here. They got number 2, Marv Levy. Now, that's another interesting one. Okay, what do you guys think about Marv Levy at 2? Do you think Bruce should be ahead of Marv Levy? Or do you think Marv Levy should be even lower on this list? Marv Levy, I believe he was in Canada. He won 2 championships there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm not Canadian, but I believe he won 2. I think he coached with the Chiefs as well. I could be wrong on that. But he came over here, I believe, after winning those, what do they call, Grey Cups in Canada. And he quickly turned around the Buffalo Bills. Remember, the Buffalo Bills, weren't a playoff team, I don't believe, before he came here. And then he instantly got the Bills into the playoffs. I believe it was when I started watching 89 when they lost to the Browns. And then they went back and then got to the Super Bowl the following year. But I believe he came in. When did Marv Levy? 86. So 86. That's right. So 86, and I think it took them. I believe they got to the playoffs in 87. I believe it was, or 88. But it didn't take them long, is my point. So, what do you guys think? Yeah, Argos and Chiefs. There we go. Badass. Hey, badass. I got to give you credit. You know your stuff as well, man. So, kudos to you, brother. You know your hockey. You know your football. You know your history. And that's why I know you're a true Bills fan. Same with Scott Blakely. Same with a lot of you guys. Like, the thing is, there's a lot of young Bills fans that don't know the history, and they should. They really should. Of the Buffalo Bills, especially if you're a diehard Bills fan. Now, if you're just a guy that just jumped on, you say you're a Bills fan, but you don't really watch you're not diehard where you can't miss a game like me, like some of you guys, then whatever. But if you're a diehard and you really love this team, you should know your history. And yeah, man, like I said, I've been a fan since 89. I know my history from the mid-'80s. I'll admit I don't know a lot from the 60s and 70s. Maybe I should. I do know a lot about OJ. I did watch a lot of video on him, and he was phenomenal. Honestly, ahead of his time. And that's why a lot of people have OJ as one of the best NFL players ever, really. He's on that list. He was that good. And he retired mad early. But that stretch that he had was phenomenal. 1 Bruce, 2 Jim Kelly, Thurman, 5 OJ. Okay, so Marv Levy. Where's Marv Levy though? Are you getting Marv Levy guys out of the top 5 here? Let me know. Just curious. For me, That's tough, man. Because I don't know if you don't have Marv Levy, like, does this team is it even built to be do the same players, are they even drafted here? Is this team getting to Super Bowls, right? Like, I know we didn't win one, but my God, we made it to 4 straight, right? And the team that he built, right? The no huddle, right? Trusting in Jim Kelly to run that offense. Like, I don't know if another coach would have done all this, is what I'm saying. Thank you. I'm just old. Badass. Marv Levy lives in Chicago, is still sharp at 100. Amazing. Yeah, dude. Scott. That is amazing. My grandpa just turned 90, like, I don't know, a couple months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. And bro, he drives still. Right? Matter of fact, he lives in Florida, and last year, my Aunt Melanie and Uncle Benny and my grandpa were coming down to Michigan to visit family up north, because that's where my family's from, but northern Michigan. So they called me, hey, we're going to come to town. We want to see you. It's been years since I've seen my family. So I'm like, okay. Bro, my grandpa drove, right? They told me this motherfucker's doing like 100 on the highway. Like, this dude is like, they're like, bro, like they were getting nervous. But my grandpa, man, he's still walking. Don't need no assistance. 90 years old, bro. I told him I don't even know if I can get to my front door if I make it to 90. Like, man, kudos to that dude. And he's in shape. Like I'm like, this guy's doing yard work. I mean, like, shout out to my grandpa. But yeah, Marv Levy, 100 years old. That's unbelievable, man. I mean, there's motherfuckers dying in their 40s, right? Levy's not a player, but number one coach for sure. Yeah. No, I get you, but this is the top 100 Buffalo Bills offseason moves. You know what I mean? So that's why they're putting Marv Levy here, right? So for me, it's tough because I don't know if this team that we're seeing here with Bruce and Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas, all these guys, right, and then make it to the Super. I don't know if it's assembled right without Marv Levy. Get what I'm saying? I don't even know if some of these guys are here. You have to put them on the list. Is Allen one if we don't ever make the Super Bowl with him? Spin, that's a great question. That is a great question. You know what, man? That's tough. Spin coming with a really good question. Is Josh Allen... Now, some people didn't have Josh Allen 1, Spin. Some people in the chat thinks he's 2 or 3. Somebody said 5. But let's just say top 5. Let's just say top 5. Is he still top 5 if we don't make a Super Bowl with Josh Allen? That's a great question, bro. Oh, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I got Marv Levy in the top 5. I do. Because I don't think without him we get to 4 straight Super Bowls. I don't know if this team is constructed the same. Boy. You're talking about Hall of Fame players here, guys. Hall of Fame. And OJ's not even here on this so far, right? He's number 6. I got to be honest with you. I would say no. I would say no. If Josh Allen can't get to at least 1 Super Bowl, I don't think so. Now, will Josh Allen be a Hall of Fame player? Probably, because Dan Marino made it to a Super Bowl. He made it his rookie year. He didn't win, but there is players in the Hall of Fame that did not go to a Super Bowl. I believe Josh Allen's on the right path to make it to the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be honest with you. If he cannot make it to a Super Bowl, I can't put him on this list. All these guys made it to a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, they made it to 4 of them. So I can't put him ahead of that. And, it sucks for him because it's not going to really be his fault, right? This is the ultimate team sport. Marv actually won 3. Okay, I thought he won 2. Okay, 1 is an assistant. Damn, badass, you're coming with stats and facts. Well, the answer is yes for me. Josh Allen, number one with or without a Super Bowl. Wow, Scott. Okay. All right. Hey, look, I get it. I'm just looking at that list, Scott, and for me, it'd be unfair to put Josh Allen over these guys that got to 4 straight Super Bowls. And not only that, they're Hall of Fame players, right? Like, it's not like we're talking about a guy here on the list that didn't make it to the Hall of Fame, only made it to Super Bowl, was an okay player. Like, these are great, great players. Now, do I think Josh Allen is better than Jim Kelly? Yes, I do. But the facts are the facts. He hasn't even gone yet. So that's me, though. I get what you're saying, and I love Josh Allen, and I think that's our concern here as Bills fans. Like, it's going to be really fucked up if we can't get Josh Allen to a Super Bowl, because he deserves it. Let's be real. We deserve it as fans, obviously, right? We deserve it more than anyone, right? Bills Mafia is like ain't nobody else deserves it more than us. But I would say he deserves it second, right? Because he's carried this team since he's been here. And it would be a tragedy if Josh Allen doesn't win a Super Bowl while he's here. And then I got, you know what? Let me ask you guys this. For those that agree with me and say he's not a top 5 if he doesn't get to Super Bowl, what if he gets to a Super Bowl and wins a Super Bowl? Would that make Josh Allen the number 1, no matter what, best all-time Buffalo Bill player of all time? I'm going to go yes, because we haven't won one. And, you know, he's elite. He won one. Like, you're going to have to put him on that list. And who knows how many he'll win at that point. If he wins one, I would think that he has another chance to win another, right? I mean, I know it's tough to get back to the Super Bowl, but it would give me a little bit more confidence that Josh can win another. I was more of a baseball fan growing up versus football. Okay, I think after high school I switched to football. For me, my first love for sport watching was football. 89 was the Bills. And then was basketball. I started watching the Pistons in 93. So right after they won back-to-back. So it sucks that I missed that time. And then I started watching baseball in like the mid to late 90s. Started getting to Detroit Tigers baseball, really getting into them. And that's it. My first sport I played was soccer. And I was really good. And then I loved playing basketball. And I was really, really good at basketball. Like really good. Where I could have went to play for college if I wasn't an idiot. Put it that way. And then I broke my ankle. And yeah, breaking your ankle, guys, it set me back. It fucked me up. Like, maybe the worst feeling, injury I've ever had in my life. So, put it this way. I was going up for a layup, and I probably left way too early. So I was up in the air for quite a bit. And I came down on somebody's foot, and I snapped it. And at that point, I never even rolled my ankle. So I had no idea how the feeling... Well, I never even sprained my ankle, right? So, yeah, I didn't know what to think. Everybody heard the cracking. It was bad. It was really bad. I didn't walk for about 6 months, pretty much, where I could actually walk normal. I didn't play basketball for like over a year. And I was never the same. Mentally, physically, fucked me up. But I was really, really good. But anyways, those are the sports I played. I also played football, but not on my high school team or anything like that. But I could throw the ball pretty good, catch the ball pretty good. But playing basketball was my thing, man. I got to see all those guys play OJ. Damn, you got to see OJ play? Jeez, badass. Hey, 40 Keys in the house. What's up, Keys? If y'all don't know Keys from Post Podium Podcast, of course you guys know my man over there, Post Podium. They just got done wrapping up their podcast. They go live at 5:30 to 7:30. You got to check them boys out. Their channel's growing pretty fast. Aramis and Keys, man. I'm still trying to get Keys on board to Believe in Bean Island. Hashtag BB. But, you know, he doesn't want to make the Bills great again, right? Apparently, he doesn't want to make the Bills great again, right? And look, I'm going to be pushing those hats. Those red Make Bills Great Again hat. I'm going to be selling those soon for all those that want Make Bills Great Again merchandise. Let me know. But Keys, he's still not on board with it yet. But I think he will be. I think he will be in time. He just has a thing with Brandon Beane, and they got issues going on. I hope they could fix them. I hope they can eventually come to terms, and we can get Keys on board, back on board with Brandon Beane, man. I played defensive tackle in high school. I was a mean son of a bitch, says Bob. I know Keys also played a little, I believe, some football as well. I know he played basketball. It's too bad Keys lived in Buffalo. I lived in South Florida. At the time, we both balled. Because Keys is like 6'7" or something like that. And, man, I could have used Keys back in the day on my team, man, when we used to ball out over there, man. Yeah, he sat next to me at Buffalo Braves games after the Bills beat San Diego earlier. Okay, damn, jeez. DEDT and notes. Okay, Keys. So look at Keys, man. Keys on the defensive side of things. You know, playing in the trenches. Way to go, Keys, man. I mean, Keys looks like a guy that could be in the trenches, no doubt. Keys in the trenches, poking eyes, man. Anything you can do to get to that quarterback. I get it. I call passes from Don Majowski. Oh, the Magic Man. Isn't that the Magic Man, badass? Okay. He played for Green Bay, right? We're talking about the same guy, right? The Magic Man? I believe so, right? I had his rookie card. Oh, man. All right, let's get back to this list. So, you guys never answered my question, though. Does Marv Levy deserve to be in the top 5 offseason moves of all time, top 100? For me, golly. Oh, boy, offseason moves. You know what? I have to put Allen in the top 5, guys. I'm going to put, man, but OJ is 6. God dang, man. That is tough because OJ was unreal. Who do you knock out here, guys, in this top? Where do you put OJ at? Do you guys put OJ on this top 5 list? And maybe put, if you're going to move one down, I guess Marv Levy, and you put OJ in the top 5? And you put Marv at 6? Is that fair? What do you guys think? Marv at 6? Let me know. Kelly. Wow. So you see, Keys isn't big into quarterbacks. I noticed that. Keys isn't like a really big fan of Josh Allen. He likes Josh Allen, but if we got another quarterback, he wouldn't cry. And apparently, not a big Jim Kelly fan. So, but that's him. I don't know why Keys is like that. Maybe because he was a defensive player and what did you play? College, I believe, a little bit of college. So maybe he just has a thing against. He just doesn't like quarterbacks. I can't do that. I'm sorry, man. I know you don't like Jim Kelly and Josh. Josh is better than Kelly. Yes, no doubt about it, Keys. I don't think anyone argues that. But getting Jim Kelly at that time, if this is fair, is the reason why the Bills got to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. They needed a quarterback at that time. Jim Kelly was a top 5 quarterback, I believe. I got to go through that list. But in a very tough NFL league at that time with very good quarterbacks. And listen, to be fair, and if you want to be really honest, Dan Marino was a better quarterback than Jim Kelly, right? But who got to more Super Bowls? Now, were the Bills constructed better than the Dolphins? Yes. You know what I mean? And I get that, right? I'm understanding that. But either way, though, Kelly did still put up Hall of Fame numbers. He's still got the 4 straight Super Bowls. Josh Allen still has yet to do that. Now, once again, we could do the Dan Marino argument where Josh Allen also didn't have Bruce Smith. He didn't have guys like Thurman Thomas. He has James Cook now, but he didn't have a defense like the Buffalo Bills, according to Cornelius Bennett and Darryl Talley, right? He didn't have just a Marv Levy coach. Let's be real, right? He didn't have Marv Levy. He had Sean McDermott. So I get it. I get the argument. I totally do. But, man, that's tough. It's really tough. What OJ did a 14-game season, badass. I agree. 1,000% on that with that as well. And that's why, I'm a stickler with records being broken. And when we talk about what players did in the past, with these records being broken now, is games have been added, right? And it's just different. It's of course records are going to be broken now when you're adding more games, right? It's just going to happen, right? So what he did in 14 games is unbelievable. I'm with you 100%. And that's why, you know what, when we talk about the Bruce Smith sack record, that's what makes that record even more crazier. Is that with the added games, players still aren't able to even get close to Bruce Smith's sack record. So that's why I think Bruce Smith that record, and just Bruce Smith in general, should be talked about more in the NFL than he is. He's never brought up. Never. Right? And Reggie White, too, by the way. Reggie White was a half a sack away from that 200 sacks, right? He was unbelievable as well. But nobody talks about that. It's crazy. You got players talking about trying to break it. They don't even come close. Kelly played with a Hall of Fame. I get it. I'm with you on that. And that's the good argument. Team suck, older Jack Kemp, quarterback, only 2 wins. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that one, too. Give us a 90 defense, Allen. Spin, I'm with you as well. And that's why I'm telling you, the argument could go both ways. Same with Dan Marino. If Dan Marino was on the Buffalo Bills, I mean, who knows? I don't know. Do we win one of those Super Bowls? Maybe. And that's not hate on Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly was very good. But I don't think he was the best quarterback ever. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback, though. You can't take that away from him. I do believe he is. And that's what makes this always interesting when we get through these lists, guys. Because I think we all have different views, right? And different takes. And then you got newer fans. And that's what I mean about the history of the game, the history of the Buffalo Bills, right? And you got a lot of new fans that don't really know about, Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly. They don't even know about the drought years and Eric Moulds and what he did here. And how great Eric Moulds was here with 7 different starting quarterbacks and 3 different head coaches. And to put up almost 10,000 yards. I believe 9,500 was with the Bills, I believe. Unbelievable. And nobody, a lot of new fans don't know that stuff, right? When I bring it up, they don't understand what I'm talking about. And they should. Because there's a lot of great players that walk through Buffalo that sometimes don't get the credit that they deserve, right? Badass Garrett only needs 25 sacks. The next 3 straight season he will. Yeah, that's the chances though, Keys, of having that happen is slim. I got to be honest with you. If him getting 25 sacks and 3, you know how difficult that is. That's the likelihood of that happening is slim, bro. You know the game. You understand injuries. A lot of players are retiring early to get out of the sport. It's it's slim. I'm not saying, you know what, he could finish depending on how long he plays, you know, and if he could keep the streak going, where he's playing at a high level, he could be potentially in the top 10, but I doubt he surpasses. Oh yeah, 198. I thought he had. You're right, badass. You are correct. He was 2 away. I don't know why I was thinking half sack away. I think you are right on that. So Bruce had 200. Reggie had 198. I believe third was it the guy that played for Carolina and Pittsburgh who passed away recently? He wrestled. What was his name, guys? God, what was his name? Help me, guys, on this one. Really good player. He actually wrestled in WCW for a second. But he was on the, I believe, number 3. Oh, Kevin Green. Kevin Green, I believe, is third on that list. I could be wrong. He's definitely top 5. I'm pretty sure. Mongo McMichael. No, man. Mongo McMichael. Well, you are right, Keys. Mongo did wrestle in WCW. By the way, Mongo McMichael, not the greatest wrestler, but I thought he was super underrated when it came to being on the mic for commentary. I loved him on commentary. He used to come out and bring Pepe, his little chihuahua. I don't know if you guys watched WCW way back in the day. But Mongo, before he got in the ring, was on the mic. And I thought he did phenomenal. I thought he was really, really good. And rest in peace, Mongo, by the way, on that. We do got a super chat coming in from Jacob Spears. Let me go ahead and hit that train horn for you, Jacob. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that super chat. If y'all don't know, Jacob does have his own YouTube channel. He does Christian worship over there. So if you guys want to go ahead and go over there and show him some love, go ahead and do that. I believe he also has a charity event coming up March 7th, and I'll be on there for a little bit, helping out with his charity. So good stuff over there, Jacob, man. You're doing good things, man. Mongo McMichael, I remember that. Yep. Great Bear, he was, man. Mongo was damn good. You hell no. So Keys didn't like WCW. See, I love WCW. I thought WWE was too cartoonish for me. I watched it as a kid for a little bit, but WCW in the mid-90s, right before they got really big with the NWO, were starting to turn the page for me. It got a little bit more real. I loved how many jobbers they used to have in WCW, which they don't have anymore. That's why I don't watch wrestling either. Storylines are terrible now. But WCW is just more real to me. And then when they got the NWO and all that stuff happening, it was just electric. It was kind of cool to be a wrestling fan again, right? Like, I remember when I got out of it as a kid, at that time, everybody was calling it fake, and people were calling, if you watch wrestling, you were a nerd. But then when the NWO came around in 96, man, that attracted college kids again. Like, it was cool to be a wrestling fan again. And remember, WWE was still kind of being like cartoonish, very, very kiddish. And that's why they were losing in the ratings for like 3 straight years. WCW was just on another level, man. They were having great times. I loved it, man. And then it started getting bad again, and I stopped watching wrestling. I don't watch wrestling anymore, really. But I loved it, man. I loved all the characters. And WCW was just more realistic. I only refer to it as WWF, World Wrestling Federation, is always a go-to me. Okay, Renaissance. And I'm with you. I got so used to calling it WWE now, but it was because they got greedy with the World Wildlife Foundation, who had the name first, by the way, WWF. And I think they just wanted, their website, it was something stupid. And WWF got greedy, and I believe took them to court, and they lost their battle. And then they lost the name, everything, because they fought it. Stupid. They could have kept the name. So how dumb was that? Green is fourth. Who's third? on that list. I thought Kevin Green was third. The Monday Night War. Monday Night War was unbelievable. But that's when WWE or WWF got their act together and it started going, okay, we got to start getting a little bit more, adultish kind of, right? And that's when the whole, they were doing that whole, they were going extreme, a little extreme with it, but that's all right. Who wanted to watch? Yeah, but that was at the end, Keys. Like, you're talking bad WCW. Like, I wasn't even really watching it then. That was 98, 99. That's when Vince Russo came over and started booking WCW. But in 96, I would say 96 through 98, that 3-year run, dude, WCW ruled. Like, there was no Norman Smiley. Matter of fact, Norman Smiley was like on Saturday night show, right? On TBS, on the 6 o'clock, 6:15. I'll never forget. They had a 6:15 show on TBS, which I loved, by the way. That was a pretty good show. But he was a jobber forever. Like, he was not anything special. But no, man, 96 through 98 was iconic for WCW. That's why they ruled in the ratings. We got another super chat, $1.17. What an interesting super chat number here. We're going to go ahead and hit you with that train horn there, Jacob. Thank you so much, man, for that super chat. Appreciate that. Once again, go over to Jacob Spears' channel, support him. Good old Barry Horowitz. Yeah, Barry Horowitz been around forever. NWO has transitioned. It was. And listen, if it wasn't for WCW making the change or making that push, and I know we're getting off topic here, and that's okay, because I told you guys, this is just a channel. This is not a channel. Tonight, we're all about chopping it up. I don't give a fuck where we go. We're talking wrestling now, right? Why not? If it wasn't for WCW going live in 1996, I believe, at the beginning of 96, remember, WWF was taped. They went live first. They did an hour show on TNT. And then they went 2 hours. Well, guess who copied that and said, oh, that's a great idea, WWF, which you could thank, anyone who's a WWF fan could thank WCW for going live. It pushed WWF to go live. Then, when WCW was making that run and WWF was losing ratings, they had to go Attitude Era. So once again, you could thank WCW for pushing WWF to be better, right? So if it wasn't for them, and also too, by the way, WCW brought out a Thunder, a second live show, and then WWF copied that and brought out SmackDown. So once again, WCW was kind of ahead of the curve. They were ahead of things, right? At that time, they were doing things that WWF wasn't doing, right? And WWF was like, oh shit, all right, we got to get our asses, right? We got to get our asses rolling here, or we're going to be out of business, right? They were losing money, ratings, money. So really, WCW pushed WWF to get better. And now look, when WCW went out of business, WWF's back to bullshit. Y'all know that. If you're a WWF fan now, I'd be shocked. Like, it's garbage now. Let's be real. Like, it's not the same, right? You need competition. And I felt like when WCW went out of business, it kind of killed it killed it for me. And, it sucks, but WCW was terrible at the time, so I get it. But there was nothing like, for me, man, like I'd have my friends over, WCW, Monday night, Nitro. We would order pay-per-views. Like, it was so unbelievable, man. Ahead of its time. And even the NWO, like, just the things they were doing with the black and white videos, pretty damn cool. As you guys can see, I don't know if you see in the background, but that's an actual, that's a big gold. It's heavy. That's a replica WCW gold. It's actually a bronze belt, which was actually the original before the big gold, before Ric Flair made it gold. But that's like a $250 belt. That shit is heavy. Real leather straps. Now, I had a friend do the spray paint the NWO on there. As you know, I am a huge NWO fan, so that belt is that ain't going anywhere. That's I'm NWO for life. Love NWO, man. Man, I remember begging my mom to stay up and watch Saturday Night main event back then. That was everything. Yeah, Saturday Night main event was big too in WWF. That was way back on the day. Like I said, as a kid, I liked WWF. I would go to my friend's house and watch pay-per-views. Vince Russo, writer, left WWF to WCW, which turned WCW around. Not really. I don't agree with that. Bischoff is what turned WCW around initially. Badass. Like, he came in 95. He was initially a commentator, got promoted. He's the one that came up with the idea of a live show, which at that time nobody was doing live wrestling shows. He's the one that came up with the NWO. He came up with all that. Yes, at the end he made some mistakes. He was overpaying wrestlers and all that, but he had an open checkbook. I mean, Ted Turner basically gave him a open checkbook to write contracts out. And yeah, some of the moves were dumb, but if it wasn't for Eric Bischoff, there would be no NWO. There would be no Monday Nitro. You got to give him some credit. Now, when he came back with Russo, they needed to, because Russo was so off the wall. And the thing that made Russo good in WWF was he was the writer, but you got to remember, in WWF, everybody, Vince McMahon and all them, they had say, and they would kind of, tweak his storylines up a bit. Russo was a bit out there, right? His storylines were a little bit out there. He made himself world champion in WCW, put it that way. He made an actor, I forget his name, world champion, right? You can't do that, right? He was making it a joke at the end. So it was bound to fail there at the end, and they tried bringing back Bischoff to help, and it didn't work. But 96 through 98, guys, is probably the best wrestling I've ever watched. Storyline, it was great. The lead up, the build up, you can't do a better job in storyline than what WCW did in 1996. You bring in Scott Hall, right? Think about it, right? You bring in Scott Hall, who everybody knew at the time as Razor Ramon, right? Remember, WWF was not live. There was not any Twitter back then. Nobody knew this was happening. They thought he was still in WWF. He came here. He acted like this was like he was still from WWF. So fans were like, what the fuck's going on? And then he brought in Kevin Nash, right? And now they're like, what is going on? The Outsiders, right? Like, are they trying to take over our program? Like, people were legit buying it. They were causing havoc. It was great, right? And then the ultimate thing happened. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, turning heel was unbelievable. I've never seen more trash thrown in the ring at a wrestling event ever. I have never seen so much pissed off fans ever. And guys, that was unbelievable at the time, right? Unreal. And the NWO took off, man. It was just the story. And then Bischoff behind the scenes was secretly working with the NWO. It was unreal. Like, the storyline was great. It just eventually it got old. Like, they ran out of shit. And that's when they got the Wolfpack. They were doing too much there at the end to keep it alive. But 96 through 98 was unreal. But Nitro was re-aired right after it was live. It was re-aired after it was live. I don't remember that. I just know they were an hour and they went to 2 shortly after. I believe they tried 3 and it was just too much. Too much. Russo made himself part of the show. Yeah, it was too much. For 6 weeks, they promoted their mystery third. Then Hogan appeared as it was unbelievable. Like, the Hogan turn was one of the greatest things ever in professional wrestling history. Like, mind you, you know what's crazy, guys? I've always been a heel. Like, always loved heels, wrestlers. Like, I never was on board with the good guy, for the most part. I think the only good guy wrestler I like was Junkyard Dog, JYD. But for the most part, I always like heel. So I didn't like Hulk Hogan. I thought he was corny. Like, even as a kid, I'm like, like, you know what I mean? I couldn't, I don't know why I couldn't get behind them. But when he turned heel, guys, I was instantly a fan. I thought he was built for that. Hollywood Hogan, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that guy took that role and he did it so good. He was such a good heel. People hated him so much. And he told fans to stick it. And it was great timing because at that time, fans were kind of booing him as a good guy. Like, fans were kind of like, you got to remember, like, they were kind of done with the whole spiel, right? The whole good guy, yellow, red and yellow, right? And boy, he came out and told them, man, I told your kids, I try to be a good guy. I told you guys told your kids to say their prayers, eat their vitamins, and you guys boo me. Well, fuck you. I mean, that is great. That is a great turn. It made sense. And man, they took over, man. They ran that shit. Do you guys remember this angle? And I thought it was fucking epic. And I don't know if this angle could even get over today because people today get in their feelings and you can't say this, you can't do that. Do you guys remember? And there was NWO Sold Out. It was their first pay-per-view. And they had Nick Patrick refereeing every single match. And obviously, Nick Patrick was the NWO ref. So obviously, everything was slow counts and everything was fast counts for NWO. Pretty much NWO was winning every single match that pay-per-view. Right? It was unbelievable. Bischoff was commentating with Ted DiBiase. And they had the Outsiders, a match come on for the tag team titles, Outsiders versus the Steiners, right? And the referee gets hurt, right? Nick Patrick goes down, and in the stands was a referee. I forget his name. Fuck. I wish I remember his name. Anyway, so he was in the stands, right? And he crossed over the gate, the railing, and he counted 1, 2, 3 for the Steiners. Right, the Steiners did something. They made the pin, and the Steiners won the belt. Oh, Anderson. Okay, Anderson was his name, his last name, Pee Wee Anderson. So that was a Sunday night pay-per-view. The night after Monday Nitro, Bischoff is commentating. He's out there with. He's out there with the Outsiders, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. He calls Anderson to the podium or to the where they're doing the commentating, and he says, "Listen, man. First of all, how'd you even get a ticket to the event?" And he says, I was given a ticket. He's like, okay, who gave a ticket or whatever, something like that. He's like, well, first of all, it's against policy to accept any gifts for WCW events. So you already broke policy, right? You shouldn't even been there. So for that, I'm gonna fire you. And he's like, hey, come on, I got a family, I got. I'm battling cancer, right? And by the way, that's real. That guy was legit battling cancer. He did wind up dying of cancer, by the way. He's like, yo, I don't care about what you're going through. You're fired. So he fired them. He calls out the Steiners. He says, yo, those belts that you won, you didn't win them. Give them back. So he reversed the decision. Then, I think the following week or the week after, he comes out with his family. I'll never forget this. The referee comes out with his wife and his 2 kids who had to have been 9 and 6, right? Something very young. They come out and he's like, hey, bring my kids here, my family. And, I need this job, man. I really need this job. I need to take care of my family. And he's like, and he's like, you know, I brought my kids here. They want, you know, and so Eric Bischoff's like, man. So you think Eric Bischoff's about like he's feeling bad? He's like, what's their names? What's their names? And they give him their names. He's like, that's a good name. He's like, kids, come here, man. Come on, come over here. Come talk to me. He's like, kids, you know, can you do me a favor? Tell your daddy's still fired. So fucked up. Yo, it was so fucked up, man. The fact that this dude really legit had cancer, people knew that, and he fired him on live television, and then he fired him in front of his family again, or basically said he's still fired with his family being out there, was fucking epic. We got another super chat coming in from Jacob Spears again with another super chat. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob, I'm just, I don't have that now, and I'm kind of in the middle of this, so I can't really do that. Just, why don't you just copy the link and just put it on the chat? You get what I'm saying? Put the link in the chat, and I can pin it to the post. You get what I'm saying? So copy the link if you already have it, and then I'll pin it, all right? But go over to Jacob Spears' channel. If you look it up on YouTube as well, if you don't do that. Hogan put over at the right time. Yeah. Early on. Correct. And by the way, that was like the war was going on. I believe the Iran war or whatever, or U.S. was having beef with Iran at the time. So, yeah. Favorite tag team? Sheesh. The Rockers. My favorite tag team. That's a great question. Favorite tag team ever. Honestly, guys, the Harlem Heat. Even though, you know, it's weird. The Harlem Heat were like babyface at one time, and they were also heels. But I thought that was a great tag team. Bro, their music hit. They had Sherry at the time, which was their manager. It was good. Booker T was an excellent wrestler. Stevie Ray was like the muscle, right? Like I just thought that was a good tag team. Obviously, there's people are gonna have. There's been a lot of great tag teams. I get that, but I don't know why. I always enjoyed them, man. I always thought they were a really dynamic tag team. Sandra says, keep up the dollar. You'll be at 50 soon. Sandra, man. Do you know Nick Patrick was the son of former wrestler Joey Hamilton, who's known as half the tag team Assassins? Patrick was under a mask as his dad. No, I didn't know that. But I love Nick Patrick. By the way, too, the truck reviewer, how often does a referee get involved in a storyline? You know what I mean? Like Nick Patrick was the secret ref for a minute. He used to wear a mask, and then he finally was just like, fuck it, it's me. But everybody knew, which is the funny part. They all knew it was Nick Patrick. But he still wore the fucking the mask. I remember him one time, like he got hit in the back of the neck by somebody, like, I don't know, a couple weeks earlier. I think it was Macho Man. And boy, did he sell that injury. He had like he wore the thing, the neck thing, and he would slow count. Or I remember one time it was easy 3 count, and he went 1, 2, and he went, he couldn't make the 3rd count because his neck pain. It was great, but they don't. I'm telling you guys, like they don't. For me, wrestling doesn't do it right anymore. You got to have jobbers, like jobbers. You have to have them. That's how you boost up these guys, these new guys, these wrestlers. Like, I don't know. It's just not the same for me anymore. Wrestling's just not, doesn't do it for me. That is a lot of train horn. That is a lot. But Keys, they deserve it. You get the super chat, you get the train horn, man. Are we back? Bro, you're right. Badass Road Warriors. God, they were good, right? Animal and Hawk. Man, That's a great tag team, dude. I don't know why I forgot about them. I know Rock and Roll Express was up there too, right? But the Road Warriors, God, they were in WCW too, man, for a minute. I don't know, man. That you're right. That's a great Booker T First Black. Yeah. Booker T was awesome. Demolition was damn good too. Remember Demolition added a third guy? I forget what his name was, but they added a third. It didn't work out like I think how they wanted to, but I remember they added the third guy not too long after. Sable and her husband from Buffalo. Yes. Mark Marrow, badass. Mark Marrow, and he's always rooting for the Bills. He's always shouting out the Bills. But I like Mark Marrow. You know, he played like he played Johnny B. Bad in WCW in the like 94, was it 95? And it was supposed to be like a Little Richard character, and he did a great job. He did a great job, Johnny B. Bad, and then he went to WWE, and it just didn't work out. They actually liked his wife at the time, Sable, I believe her name was. Yeah, so. And y'all know also, too, a little bit of history, too. Mongo McMichael's wife, Deborah McMichael, wound up marrying Stone Cold Steve Austin. They were married for like 3 years. Just, it's crazy. The wives and girlfriends, how they go to different wrestlers, is wild, man. Oh, the Midnight Express were that's a damn good tag team, too, and a great name. Like, honestly, the name is just badass, right? That name is fucking phenomenal. Like, that's a great name. Midnight Express. Oh, man. Crush. You got it. You're right. Ron Simmons won the WCW title back in there. Yes. Ron Simmons was damn good. He used to be a football player. You know what? Lex Luger was also a football player at one point. Though they screwed Simmons and gave it to Booker. Yeah, Ron Simmons was badass, man. Ron Simmons was badass. All right. Let's get back to Buffalo Bills football. That was fun, though. Like, I love it, dude. Guys, we could talk about anything you guys want on this channel. I don't give a shit, man. Look, it's the off season. Let's just go with it. I don't care if we fucking talk about movies and music for all I care about. Whatever. But anyways, let's get back to this. Right. So, that's the top. So, number 6 is drafting OJ, which we don't agree. Wow, number 7. You know who's going to hate this? I love it. But you know who's going to hate this? If he's still watching? Keys. Number 7. Hiring Brandon Beane. Yes. Brandon Beane, baby. Number 7. Hashtag BB. Believe in Bean Island. Number 7. Coming in strong. Says ChatGPT. Hiring Brandon Beane. Number 8, trading up for Josh Allen. Massive gamble that paid off. Number 9, hiring head coach Sean McDermott. Number 10, extending Josh Allen. So, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Do you disagree with number 7, Brandon Beane, the hiring of Brandon Beane? Number 8, trading up for Josh Allen. Number 9, hiring McDermott. And number 10, extending Josh Allen. Do you guys think, are you guys against that list? Both Lex Luger and The Rock played for University of Miami. Yeah, that is correct. So did Jim Kelly, Renaissance man. Don't forget about Jim Kelly, was quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. The U. You know that I'm a big fan of the U. Miami Hurricanes has had a lot of Hall of Fame talent. But yes, The Rock did play. He was okay there. He was not that special. But Lex Luger went ahead. I believe he made the NFL, actually. So Lex Luger was actually pretty good. And so was Ron Simmons, who also played in the NFL for a second as well. So actually, there's quite a bit of former football players that turned professional wrestler later on in their career. So Poland was way better than Bean. Okay, badass. Larry Full was I don't know who that is. Larry Full was from Buffalo. I'm not sure who that is. By the way, Lex Luger, I believe he's walking again too. So he had some kind of problem it was like a disease or something that was fucking up with his body. Oh, Lex Luger, yeah. He got with DDP and he's starting to walk, I believe, again. So, or I think there was a video of him getting up and walking to, walking around or something like that without a cane. So good for Lex Luger. Feel for that guy, man. As you guys know, or you don't know, Marcus Bagwell, who I was a fan of as well, NWO, Buff Bagwell, lost his leg, got his leg amputated, but he turned his life around as well. So shout out to Bagwell. There's some wrestlers that have been turning their life around, so I always like to see that, man, because a lot of these guys, they die young, man. A lot of these guys die young. Bill Goldberg played for the Atlanta Falcons as well. That is, yep, yes, he did. We all know Brock Lesnar. I think he went and played for Minnesota, but I think that was after he was already in WWE. DDP. A lot of people don't know DDP was old when he got popular. He started his career pretty old. Where he actually started younger, didn't work out. Opened up like a strip club, I believe it was like a strip club, and that's where he met. I think he met like a couple guys or former wrestlers there, and they got him another tryout for WCW. And he came back, and I loved it, man. I thought DDP was great, man. I never had a problem with DDP. Matter of fact, that was another guy that I didn't mind as a babyface. I liked him as a heel better, but I didn't mind either one. But I preferred him as a heel. You know who else I liked a lot too? Didn't have the greatest charisma, but was a tough guy. Scott Norton. Scott Norton was a fucking mean motherfucker, bro. Yeah. And Ming. If you guys don't know or haven't heard about Ming, Prince Haku, also known in the WWE, WWF. Bro, the stories about Ming Haku are unbelievable. Like, everybody that I've ever listened to says that guy was the craziest, toughest wrestler around. Like, that dude, you do not want to fuck around getting in a fight with Ming. Like, there were stories, like crazy stories of him gouging people's eyes out, and like just like the dude was just like a force. Like, nobody wanted a piece of Ming. Like, that dude would tear you up, man. He is, I think he's now working at like a car dealership or something like that. But he's a legit badass. Like, nobody fucked around with Ming. So Andre the Giant, yeah, Andre the Giant too. Like, everybody said Andre the Giant. That's another guy you did not want to get on his bad side. Like he would legit fuck you up if you right. If you got on his bad side, he did not fuck around with that. They say he was a good guy, but just don't be a fucking asshole around him, or he'll make you pay in the ring. Like so. But anyways, looking back to the list, so you guys can agree or disagree with this, but yeah, it's a little weird. Tier 2, they got drafting Andre Reed at 11. 12, they got Cornelius Bennett. 13, Shane Conlon. Signing Mario Williams. Drafting, I don't know why they keep saying drafting Stephon Diggs. I guess they're considering it draft trade, so okay. All right. Drafting Trey White 2017. 16, 17, and 18, Micah Hyde and Poyer, which is cool. I agree with that. Drafting Jason Peters. That's when we made him. We drafted him as a tight end, made him an offensive line. He was excellent, though he was better when he left us. Kent Hall, 20. 21, Kincaid. See, I don't agree with that. Greg Rousseau, 22. Milano, 23. Kemp, 24. Molds, 25. Like, come on, man. Like, Molds should be way ahead of these guys. I'm sorry. Like, Molds at 25, bro, for me, bro, I'm having Molds at least at 12, bro. At least. I may even add higher on this list. I don't know, but that's crazy, bro. You're talking about, bro, come on now. Come on. Like that. ChatGPT is they're on something today. I don't know what they're on today, but that is wild. Like that's just wild to me. Here we go. Tier 3, trading for Jerry Hughes, signing Von Miller, drafting Kyle Williams, drafting Fred Jackson, drafting Gabe Davis. I don't know. Drafting Benford, Bernard, signing Beasley, signing Brown, drafting Aaron Williams. See, I liked Aaron Williams, but his time here was short, man. Like, I think Stevie Johnson would be ahead of Aaron Williams. No? I think Marshawn Lynch might be ahead of Aaron Williams. Though his time was here short too, but hiring Brian Dable at 40 is interesting. Drafting Tyrod Taylor, trade. It was really a trade. And I don't even know if it was a trade. I thought that was a free agent pickup, so I think they're wrong in that. McCoy was a trade, that I know. And that was a good one. Drafting Sammy Watkins. I mean, Sammy Watkins was a disappointment. I don't know about that. Christie was a big signing. I like, not a big signing, but it worked out. Christie was a damn good kicker. Henry Jones, loved Henry Jones. Great safety. Drafting Pete Metzelaars. Ted Washington should be out of Pete Metzelaars. Let's see here. 51 through 60. Doug Flutie signing. Drew Bledsoe trade. Rob Johnson contract. Rob Johnson, Shane Gailey hire. Rex Ryan hire. Those are terrible. EJ Manuel draft. JP Lossman, CJ Spiller, Kiko Alonso. None of these guys worked out. Lee Evans should be ahead of those guys. Don Beebe should be ahead of those guys. Antoine Winfield should be ahead of those guys. Ryan Fitzpatrick, though, I get he was up and down, should be ahead of some of those guys. Mitch Trubisky signing. I mean, really? Diggs trade fallout. McDermott firing. Is at 99. New coach hire at 100. Well, I mean, that's the list. I don't agree with some of that stuff, man. Tyrod Taylor was drafted by the Ravens. I know. That's why I'm saying ChatGPT is like a little bit over the. They're a little wrong on some of the things. We didn't draft. I know. I think it's ChatGPT also had us drafting Stephon Diggs. So I think they made some mistakes there, obviously, but for the most part, they were accurate with the years and the trades and all that stuff. But a lot of that stuff down the list there, I don't agree with. I think we could have had more. Some of those guys move up. Some of those guys move down. Didn't draft BB. Correct. That is correct. We got him from Houston Oilers. Yeah, ChatGPT. Hey, that tells you everything right now. You need to know. You can't always go off AI sometimes. Big Fat Ted lived next to my ex-in-law. He was great, by the way. All right, so that's the end of that list. I thought it was cool. You know what? We're going to go through. I'm going to try to do that with you guys every Friday since I'm solo. And if you guys have any ideas of what you guys want to do next Friday, you can email me or go on my X, Tommy Talks Bills. Let me know an idea that you want us to do next Friday on ChatGPT, like a top 50 or a top 100. It could be anything, and we'll go through the list. I mean, I don't care if it's just strictly draft picks or whatever. It could be anything, right? It doesn't even have to be Buffalo Bills related. So let me know. We'll go through that list, and we'll do it all again next Friday because I think it's pretty fun, especially during the offseason when there's not a lot to talk about. And you guys can obviously get involved in this, and I think it's fun for everybody. So I'm sorry that signing of Bobby Hart was on the list. Yeah, I am shocked. I mean, listen, how come Curtis Samuel isn't in the top 100 signings, off-season moves? What's going on here? He had some awesome German Shepherd rights from Germany. Oh, my God. All right, guys, so let's get into the next thing I wanted to get into, okay? And we'll go through this list pretty quick. If you guys disagree or agree, let me know. All right, so we're going to get into PFF, which I'm not crazy about PFF, by the way. I feel like some of their stuff is a little bit, I don't know, wrong. Their grading. So let's see who they have. By the way, what's the deal with 101? But okay. Top 101 players from this past season. Yeah, you're right. They forgot about James Lofton. James Lofton, I believe, did they trade for him or they sign him? I forget what they did, but he initially was, he had a better career before coming to Buffalo, but he wasn't bad here. It was just at the tail end of his career. I am surprised drafting Mike Williams is not on the list, right? Yeah, Mike Williams, sure. Free agent, okay. All right, so let's get into this. Top 101 players. So we'll go through this list pretty fast. We won't dwell on it too long. All right, here we go. Top 100. All right, Julian Love coming in at 101. Or sorry, top 101 of 2025. 101 Julian Love. Let's see how many Buffalo Bills players on here. Okay, you know what? Before we continue, how many Buffalo Bills players will be on this top 101 players of 2025 according to PFF? How many players do you think should be on this list? You don't have to name the player if you don't want to. Just how many, right? What do you guys think? Is it 3, 2, 3, 4? Like, what do you guys think will be on this list that like PFF will give credit to the Bills? I'm gonna go with. God, this is tough. I want to say 3, but I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go Allen and Cook. Spin says 5. Wow. Okay. Bob says 3. Lofton was excellent. He was good, but he was better prior is what I'm saying. Like we caught the tail end of his career. We got just the end of his prime. He was still damn good, but I would say I would say the one season he was really good and then he kind of faded off. What was he with us? I think he was there a couple seasons, right, in Buffalo, I want to say. 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, though. Josh, Jimbo, Dawkins, Benford. Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking. But this is PFF, though, Renaissance. That's the only reason I'm saying 2, because they're weird, man. But you're right. Dawkins could be on the list. Benford, possibly. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm going to take mine back. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go Josh Allen, James Cook, and Deion Dawkins. I think they're going to leave Benford off the list, but I think Benford should be on it. Milano probably on there somewhere. You think so? Wow. Okay. Lofton was drafted by Green Bay. That I know. We got him from the Raiders. He was all okay. So he was with all 4. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking just 3 for James Lofton. I don't know why I was thinking 3. You sure he was on the 94? I mean, you wouldn't. I wouldn't. I should know too. I was watching in '89, but God, it was so long ago, bro. I got to be honest with you. James Lofton were 2 numbers in Buffalo. 80 was the other, or was it Hawes? 86, I believe. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how many Bills are on this list. All right. So they got Chris Jones at 100. Justin Herbert at 99. Derrick Henry 98. I'm telling you guys, they're we'll see. Chris Olave at 97. Jonathan Taylor at 96. I mean, guys, Jonathan Taylor had a good season, man. 96, bro. Christian Gonzalez 95. And I told you they're picky here, bro. DeMarcus Lawrence, and I have not looked at this yet. DeMarcus Lawrence 94. Sam Darnold, 93. Justin Jefferson, 92. Patrick Surtain, 91. Travis Jones, 90. Devontae Adams, 89. Kyle Pitts, 88. Trent McDuffie, 87. Leonard Williams, 96. Or 86, sorry. Latu, I can't even pronounce the name. Latu, what do you say, Latu? Is that 85? 84 is Tyler Linderbaum. 83 is Bryce Young. 82 Kyron Williams. 81 Brock Purdy. 80 Damian Lewis. Nick Amonui, Seattle, 79. Jamel Dean, 78. 77 James Cook. Okay, so James Cook made the list at 77. I want to know your guys' opinion on this. Should James Cook be higher on this list? Where do you have James Cook, or where should he be? They have him at 70, the 77th best player out of 101 in 2025. He was with Buffalo. See, that's what I thought too, Vader. You're talking about James Lofton, right? I don't think he was with us all 4 Super Bowls. I mean, I have to look again. I just don't recall that. Well, I know. It's crazy, right? Let him cook, says Keys. Keys, what do you think? You think he's worse? You think 77 is... Should he be higher? Should he be top 50? Bob says in the 50s. Cook should be top 25, says Badass. Most definitely, I would have him in the 30s at minimum. Okay, so a lot of people disagree yet. It's PFF, right? And this is why I said, guys, 2. I went with 3. I changed my mind, so I got to stick with what I said. I'm gonna have Dion on there, but I don't know now if they got James Cook at 77. The list is sus so far. Who knows? All right, so let's go continue. 76, Peter Skorskowski. Sounds like a jobber wrestler in the early 90s. All right. 75, Minka Fitzpatrick. 74, Nick Bonito. 73, Brock Bowers. 72, Trevor Lawrence. 71, Alaric Jackson. Demario Davis, 70. 69, Max Crosby. 68, Jared Verse. 67, Jaquan McMillian. Xavier McKinney at 66. 65 is Tanner Bortoloni. 64 is Gregor Rousseau. Okay, wait a minute. They have Groot ahead of James Cook. Now, look, I like Groot. He's from the U. And I don't think he's as bad as a lot of Bills Mafia says he is. He's not. He's a good player. But ahead of James Cook? Look, I don't mind him on the top 100. Fine. But, ooh, boy. Guys. Whoa. What do you got to say? James Lofton was with the Bills from 89 to 92. Thank you, Trek. I thought so. That's why I in my mind, I was thinking only 3 seasons, right? But that would make 4. 89, 90, 91, 92. You're right. So he was here 4. I don't know why I thought 3, but I don't recall him being in the 4th Super Bowl. Green Bay, yeah, there you go. Buffalo Bills, 89, 92. Okay. Groot suspend. But man, this list has to be backwards. As I just got a PFF ad. I didn't see that coming though. I'm with Renaissance. I didn't see that coming. I got to be honest with you. I did not see Groot on the list. I mean, I'm glad he's on there. If Groot made it, then Benford has to make it. But like Keys said, this is PFF. And guys, I've been saying it, and Keys knows this, and most people know. Like, this is why I don't always go by PFF stats and, their grades and all that garbage that they put out there. Look, I respect the work they put in, but a lot of the time they're not accurate. I think Rousseau is great, but I don't know about higher than Cook. Yeah, that's wild. But let's move on. So we have now, what do we have now? We got 2 players on this list, right, guys? We have Cook and Rousseau. All right, we're at 64. 63, Colton Colton Mikovits. 62, Darnell Wright. 61, Colston Loveland. 60, Tataria McMillian. 59, former Buffalo Bill, Puna Ford. 58, Kobe Turner. 57, Joe Burrow. 56, Laramie Tunsil. 55, Kamari Lassitier. 54, Christian McCaffrey. 53, Antonio Johnson. 52, Derwin James. 51, Drake London. Now here's the top 50, guys. Nico Collins coming in at 50. Josh Hines Allen coming in at 49. 48, Mike Jackson. 47, Jahmyr Gibbs. 46, Kevin Dotson. 45, Dak Prescott. 44, Quentin Nelson. 43, Devin Bush. 42, Zach Bond. 41, Andrew Thomas. And 40, Cooper DeJean. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. What do you guys feel as of right now since I left from Gregory Rousseau? Do you guys feel like there's a lot of those guys should be lower or higher? What do you guys think? I was about to say Tommy lose count after 2. No. After run CMC, you can shove that list. It's garbage. Listen, badass. I'm only going through others' lists. This is what we're here to do. We're here to critique it, to change it, to put our ideas to it, to change around. This is out of control. Oh my God. All right, let's continue. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. 39, Jordan Maltuia. Or did I say 40 yet? Did I say 40? Hold on. Did I? Cooper DeJean at 40, just in case I missed it. Jordan Maltuia at 39. 38, Joe Tunney. 37, Jordan Love. 36, Quinyon Mitchell. 35, Jalen Petrie. 34, George Pickens. 33, Kenneth Walker. 32, Devin Lloyd. 31, Sauce Gardner. 30, Devon Achane. 29, Chris Lindstrom. 28, Quinnen Williams. 27, George Kittle. 26, Daniel Hunter. 25, Drake May. Okay. We are in the top 25, guys. We have 2 Bills so far. 2. James Cook and Groot. Do you guys think Deion Dawkins made this list? Do you think he lands in the top 25? Do you think Christian Benford made this list and he lands in the top 25? I don't know. I don't think so. PFF, this list is a little wacky, bro. It's a little wacky. Let's see here. No, Deion not in there. Let's see. Drake May. Okay, so we said that. Drake May at 25. 24, Jamar Chase. 23, Aaron Brewer. 22, Jeffrey Simmons. 21, Cameron Hayward. 20, Trent Williams. 19, Quinn I can't even pronounce the name. Meniers. 18, Majon Robinson. 17, Amal St. Brown. 16, Creed Humphrey. 15, Tristan Wirfs. 14, Trey McBride. 13, Micah Parsons. 12, Garrett Bowles. 11, Devin Witherspoon. And coming in at number 10, Josh Allen. Okay. We have arrived. We have now 3 Buffalo Bills, according to PFF, and their top 101 players in the 2025 NFL season. Do you guys think, do you guys think do you think this is accurate that there's probably going to be no Deion Dawkins, there's going to be no Benford, and do you think Josh Allen should be better than 10? What's your honest opinions, guy? Oh, bullshit. Crack. Bullshit. They are high as hell when they grade people on the regular. So, were they smoking crack when they made this list. Who's making this list? Because I don't know about this spin. I would cry laughing. Again, MVP runner-up. Right. I'm with you. They are definitely breakage up rocks in their plans. Lamar hasn't been called yet. You're right. Lamar Jackson has not been called yet. Wow. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's continue. Coming in at number 9, Kyle Hamilton. Number 8, Jack Campbell. Number 7, Aiden Hutchinson. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. Number 5, Will Anderson Jr. Number 4, JSN. Number 3, Penei Sewell. Number 2, Puka. Okay. Who is going to be the number 1 player, according to PFF, in the 2025 NFL season? Drake May is already, his name is already called. So who is going to be number 1? No, Drake May was already called, I believe. I think I already called Drake May's name. So, wow. Who could number 1 be? Peterman. It's Peterman. Oh my God. Honestly, guys, I don't know. I mean, I'll wait for some of you guys before I go to number 1, but who would be the best player according to PFF in 2025? Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? We're going through this PFF. Listen, it's wacky. If I were you, Chrissy, because I'm already at number 2. Top 101 players according to PFF, and it's all over the map. Go, just Google search it, pull it up. I think a lot of it's incorrect, or at least I don't agree with it. We're here at the number 1. I don't know. The crack dealer is number 1. That's great. That's great. That is phenomenal. We haven't had punter yet. We haven't. Oh, wow. Okay, Googling it. Okay, so here we go. The number 1, according to PFF, player in the 2025 NFL season is... Oh, look, I'm making it dramatic. Myles Garrett, number 1, set the sack record. Okay, guys, do you agree that Myles Garrett was the best player in football last year in 2025? I mean, he did set the sack record. He was phenomenal. But was he the best player in 2025? I don't think so, right? I think he's top 5. But since we all agree, or a lot of us would think no, right? I think some of us say no, or a lot of us are saying no. Who would be your number 1? Who should be deserving of number 1 on this list? Go ahead and put it down in the chat. Because, man, that's tough. Like, who was the best football player in the 2025 NFL season last year? Boy, oh boy. That is really tough. I mean, would you put Stafford, who won the MVP? He didn't make it to a Super Bowl, though. But was he the best player, though, in 2025? Well, they had Drake May at 25, but I don't know if he was the best, Chrissy. I think his playoffs might have affected him on this list a little bit, if they're including that. He didn't have the greatest playoff run. Though he had a great season. I thought the season was good. I don't know it won though, but I think they had him at 25 though, Chrissy. Check it out. I believe they had him at 25. God, who would be number 1? I'm gonna. That's so tough. I guess I'll go the MVP. I guess I'll go with Stafford. I mean, you know, Sam Darnold played pretty well too. Won a Super Bowl. Boy, that is really, really tough, guys. You know what? I'll say Stafford. The season he had, the numbers he put up, but I would say Myles Garrett. I mean, golly, man, he has to be up there too. He's definitely top 5. I mean, he did set a record. He is the guy on defense. He's the beast on defense. So that's tough, man. Vader, he is gonna go with Garrett. I get it too. I get that argument. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand that argument as well. I'll go top 5. Let me see who the top 5 is again. Let's see. So they had Garrett at 1. They had Puka. Guys, Puka did fucking great too. I hate how cocky he is, but Puka Nacua is unbelievable. He had a great season, guys. So, like, I don't like the guy, but you got to put him in the top 5. Penei Sewell is unbelievable as well. I mean, but I don't know if I put him. JSN had an unbelievable season as well, guys. Like, he was damn good. Will Anderson was fucking unbelievable as well. And Matthew Stafford, they had at 6. See, I would take Penei Sewell out. I put Matthew Stafford at 1. I would put Garrett at 2. But, well, actually, no, I take that back. I would put Garrett at... Boy, I don't know, man. Because, oh, boy. It's between him and Puka, to be honest with you on this, man. You know what? Because he set a record, I'll go Garrett at 2. I'll go Puka at 3. I'll go JSN at 4. And I'll go, and I already put Stafford, right? So, and Will Anderson, I'm sorry, at 5. So, that would be me. So, yeah, Puka's unbelievable, man. But he did, but he still put up unbelievable numbers. I like Myles Garrett is damn good. Darnold wasn't even MVP no, I know. So Darnold had a rough Super Bowl, but overall though, Randy, you got to give him credit. He had a good season, and he actually had a good playoff run up until the Super Bowl. He didn't have the greatest Super Bowl performance, but I mean, in the playoffs, he was excellent outside of the Super Bowl. And in the regular season, he was pretty damn good. Like, I got to give credit where credit is due with Sam Darnold. I it is what it is. But so that's the top 101 for PFF, guys. We got one more list of stuff I want to go through today. Cam Little set a record, then broke it 2 more times. Why he ain't number 1 based on okay. I get it. Like, you know, that's why it makes these lists, you know, where we could talk about them. Didn't turn it over in the that is correct, Vader. He didn't turn it all over, and that's ultimately what the difference was in that Super Bowl, as well. All right, so I got another list. I got one more for tonight. Let me pull this list up. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this list here. This one's an interesting one, and I think this also is one we could talk about. So this one here is by Bleacher Report, and this is the top 99, the greatest 99 quarterbacks of all time, ranking the top 99 of all time. So it's going to be really interesting to see where guys like Jim Kelly lands, Dan Marino, the current quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, right? Lamar Jackson. Like, where do these guys land? Matthew Stafford, right? And then, of course, you got the greats like Warren Moon as well. You know, is Randall Cunningham on this list? Who, by the way, Randall Cunningham was one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up. Even though I love Buffalo Bills, obviously it was my favorite team. I still, when I was a kid and I got into football, and obviously the Bills were the reason why, I still had certain players, guys, that were my favorite, right? Like, as a kid. Now, I got to say now, though, I don't really have favorite outside of Buffalo. I respect players, though, outside of Buffalo. Get what I'm saying? There's a difference. But as a kid, I don't know, my mind was a little bit different. So, and I was big into sports cards back then as well. And there was just certain players that were just so intriguing to me. Randall Cunningham was one of them. I thought he was so unique at that time. Like, nobody was doing what he was doing at the time. Scrambling quarterback, hurdling over people. Like, he was unbelievable. Now, Steve Young kind of did this, came out a little, I think he was out at that time too. Was also kind of running, but not really, right? Like, he was scrambling, and not like Randall Cunningham. And Randall Cunningham had a good arm. Like, I don't know, man. I just loved his style of play. Unreal. Like, I didn't see anything like it, right? And then Michael Vick came along years later, and I was like, oh, man, Michael Vick took it to another level, right, of Randall Cunningham. But and then I like Christian Okoye. Like, Christian Okoye, I was like, holy shit, right? Who is this guy? Right? This guy's a monster, right? He's not shifty, but he's just running people over. He's huge and he's fast. The guy ran like a 4.4, right? He was an Olympic, I think he was an Olympic track star, or he ran track in the Olympics in Nigeria. And dude would just run motherfuckers over. And of course he had the Nigerian nightmare. I don't know. I loved his style. Derek Thomas, rest in peace, was unbelievable. Like, if Derek Thomas didn't pass away, man, who knows what other records that dude might have set, right? Like, he was so good. That was another player, like, dude, awesome player. One of my favorite players. Barry Sanders, I think, is the best running back of all time, without a doubt. He was one of my favorite running backs as well. I like Bo Jackson a lot. He's on my list of guys I really respected and love, but he wasn't around long enough. But like, Barry was, I just never seen anything like it with him either. So there were certain guys that I'm just like, so Badass thinks OJ, and I get it, because of the short run he had was unbelievable. The breaking the 2,000 yards, 14 games. But if you really want to go side by side, Badass, and we could do that. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do that. Because if you want to compare, right, just seasons. And I think in those years it was 16 games. So it was only 2 more games that Barry was playing at that time. Or was it 15? I think it was maybe 15 or 16. Let me go back here. Let's see. I think it was 16. Let's pull this up. Let's do a side by side here. Let's pull this up. O.J. Simpson career stats. Okay, and then we'll pull up Barry. All right, Barry Sanders all-time stats. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up OJ's first. All right. Okay. So it's loading up. Okay, here we go. And then we'll pull up Barry's. All right. Barry has him beat, bro. But let's go through it. So here is OJ's. So this is OJ Simpson career stats, okay? So 1969 rookie year, played 13 games. He had 697. In 1970, he played 8. So maybe he had an injury or something. 488. 1971, he played 14 games. So he played a complete season. 742. Now, here's his breakout years. And this is what I mean about he had that run where it was unbelievable, okay? All 14 games, by the way. Except for one season he played 13. Started. So 1972, he had 1,251. 1973 is his breakout year, like where he sets the record. 2003. 1974, he had 1,125. 1975, 1,817. Unbelievable. 1976, 1,503. And then it drops. And then he's He plays for Buffalo one more year. He has 557. He played 7 games, so he missed time. 10 games since 1978. He had 593. And in 79, he played 13. He started 8. He had 460, and he retired. So he had a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. He had a 5-year run where it was really, really, really good football. Like, unbelievable. Now, let's get to Barry. Because Barry is more consistent for me across the years and the numbers he put up. But let's see. We're gonna. But listen. That run there, that 5-year run is unbelievable. Now let's get to Barry. So Barry, man, I'm loving tonight, guys. You guys are great tonight. Thanks for sticking with me. This is fun. This is a fun podcast. I had nothing to talk about, and we came up with stuff. So, all right, here we go. So, in 1989, Barry's rookie year, 15 games. So, exactly, I was right. So, 15 games he played, and it was 16, but whatever. 15 games he played, so he missed one. Started 13. He had 1,470. 1990, he had 1,304. 1991, 1,548. 1992, 1,352. 1993, 1,115, and he missed 5 games. 1994, 1,883. 1995, 1,500. 1996, 1,553. 1997, 16 games, 2,053 yards. 1998, 1,491 yards. Bro, he never had a season where he rushed under 1,000 yards. I'm sorry. I love OJ. OJ was good. OJ was great. But you can't. I'm sorry. Barry Sanders. That is an unbelievable run. What was that? 10-year run in the NFL? Never, not once under 1,000 yards. Not even close. His worst season was 1,115 yards in 1993, and he missed 5 games. Come on, man. Once again, OJ was unbelievable. But you can't. That's crazy. I mean, that's unbelievable, right? Let's be real, guys. That those numbers are sickening, right? Barry's played 9. Okay, it was 9 seasons. Okay, I don't know. I was thinking 10, but either way, I mean, that's unbelievable. What was OJ's yards per game? Okay, good question. So, OJ yards per game, he averaged 83.2 yards a game. Barry Sanders, 99.8 yards a game. So, now yards averaged, O.J. Simpson, 4.7. Barry Sanders, 5.0. For me, Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time. I get your point, badass. Like in that short 5-year window, O.J. was a monster. But Barry Sanders also had over 2,000 yards running too. He had 2,053. I mean, you're talking about a 2-game, and he never, even if they shortened the season, Barry Sanders will still match O.J. Simpson yards. Even if they made it 14 games, he's well over 1,000 every single season. Every single season. O.J. Simpson played 14 games. There's only two game difference. It's not, but by the numbers, even by the numbers, let's say you make it a 14-game season for Barry. You're telling me Barry Sanders isn't going well over 1,000 every? Barry Sanders cracked way over 1,000 every single year. I just told you guys, Barry Sanders had a season, his worst season, right? 1993, he rushed for 1,115. He played 11 games. He missed 5 games. and he still rushed for 1,100 yards. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, even there's one season he ran for 15 games, 1,548. Like, guys, he never was under 1,000 yards ever in a single season. He had 2,053. He had 1,800 one season, 1,500 multiple seasons. Like, I don't know, man. I think Barry beats out OJ. And also too, the length of his career. You have to include the years played. OJ had a 5-year run. Great. Barry Sanders was from 1989 to 1998, right? A 9-year run. Every single season, well over 1,000 yards. And one of those over 2,000. Like, and Emmitt Smith had one of the greatest offensive lines ever. But I don't think he was the greatest running back ever. Not even close. I think he's top 10. Give OJ 2 more games. Yeah, but okay, but badass. He had a 5-year run. Barry Sanders had a 9-year run. And let's be real when we're talking about Barry Sanders here for a minute, guys. Barry Sanders retired, and he still could have played more. He retired because he just got tired of football. He didn't want to play for Detroit. His last year, he had 1,491 yards. Like, are you telling me that Barry Sanders couldn't have played for another probably 5 more seasons and had even more yards? Of course he could have. Like, he wasn't slowing down, right? Like, the consistency of Barry Sanders throughout his career, that 9-year run, you have to play. I'm sorry, it has to go. You have to put that in there. You have to. But I think Barry is the greatest running back ever. That's my opinion. Just like I feel like Bruce Smith is the greatest edge sack record, in which he is, of all time. Until somebody beats 200 sacks throughout their career, I'm sorry, but Bruce Smith is the greatest edge ever to play the game. Most consistent throughout his 20-year career was Bruce Smith. And I think Barry Sanders, if he doesn't retire, he has the rushing record today. I do not think that I just don't believe Emmitt Smith has it. Matter of fact, I think he had it before, a couple years before Emmitt even got to it. Take 2 games. I get that. But if we take 2 games away, and I did that. Badass. Remember, I told you. One season, he played 11 games. He still had 1,100 yards. If you go to OJ, right? And I'll put it this way. If you go to OJ, when he played, okay, even better. His rookie year, okay? OJ Simpson played 13 games. He had 697 yards. He started all 13 games, right? 13. Barry Sanders, his rookie year, he started 13 games. Same thing. 1,470 yards. Barry's second year, he played all 16 games, 1,300 yards. OJ Simpson's second year, he played 8 games, so he probably had an injury, 488. 1971, OJ's third year, he played 14 games, 742 yards. Barry Sanders' third year, 1991, he played 15 games, so 2 more games. No, 1 more game. I apologize. 1 more game. Just 1 more game than OJ. In 1991, he had 1,548. 1 more game. 742, 1,000. He doubled them, right? In 1972, OJ's, this is where his 5-year run starts. He had 14 games at 1,251. In Barry's 4th year, 1992, 16 games, he had 1,352. 1993, 11 games, 5 games missed, 1,115. 94, I'm telling you, he never slowed down. O.J. Simpson didn't have this great start to his career, right? He had 1, 2, 3. His first 3 years were under 1,000 yards, and he only missed in 1970 is where he missed some games. Outside of that, in 69, he played all 13. In 71, he played all 14, never cracked 1,000. It wasn't until 72 is where he went on that streak. 1251, 2003, 1125, 1817, and 1503. But then in 77, he missed time again. He had 557. In 78, he played 10 games, 593. And in 79, he played 13 games. He started 8 and he had 460. He had a great run, but it wasn't as long as Barry's run. Like Barry's run never stopped. Think about it. His rookie year till the day he retired, he never had under 1,000. You can't say that for OJ. OJ did not have a great start to his career. Regardless of what you say, he didn't have it until year 4. And then he had a 5-year run, and then he had a 3-year run where he wasn't good. And then he retired. I'm sorry, man. Barry was way more consistent. From the day he stepped into the NFL, 1,400 yards. You can't say that about OJ. OJ, it took a second. So, but I mean, I get it is what it is. You know, we'll have to agree to disagree, but I just feel like Barry he was different, man. He was a different dude, bro. C-SPAN, you're totally wrong. You're absolutely wrong. It wasn't like Detroit Lions. Mind you, we talk about Josh Allen and that. Detroit Lions never had a quarterback, ever. The best they had was Rodney Peete. I think they had, who'd they have from Miami? They got a quarterback from Miami that took them to the playoffs one year. But they never had a quarterback. He was unbelievable. I'm just kidding. I'm trolling. Oh, okay. Barry was better. What are we doing? Exactly. But you know what? I mean, I get the argument. I understand because I think people remember that 5-year run that OJ had. But you can't forget about the 9-year run that OJ had. Like, OJ was phenomenal. Like from the beginning to the end. And he retired on top. Like, it's not like he dwindled down like OJ. Right, where OJ went to San Francisco. He was kind of a shell of himself at the time. He retired after a couple years in San Francisco, and that was it for that. Barry Sanders just said, bro, Barry Sanders had like 1,400 yards last year, and he was just like, I think I'm done. But it wasn't from injuries. Bro, Barry never even really got hurt. You can't, I'm just saying, like, Barry was phenomenal. Yeah, but Barry played outside too. You can't. Some of Barry Sanders' greatest moments, badass, came in Chicago and shitty weather games, and the dude was making 100 people miss. I love OJ. OJ was great. I'm not bashing OJ. I told you, OJ Simpson for me is one of the greatest running backs of all time. He's on that list. But Barry Sanders, you can't deny what he did. Once again, I mean, just saying, go through what his stats. The consistency throughout his career is unbelievable. Like, put it this way. You've seen running backs come out lately or whatever that are guys, man, they have their run, right? They have that 5-year. They have that about 4 or 5 year run where they're unbelievable. And they just start to fall apart, right? And that's why I always say you don't pay running backs, because usually after 5 years, you get what OJ did. You kind of fall off. Injuries happen. Barry Sanders was consistent. That dude was the whole offense of the Lions. Barry plays, yeah, but he also played outdoors when they played away. His numbers were just as good on the road. You get what I'm saying, Randy? I mean, I get your point, but you can't. So that same argument, you can't say OJ didn't play indoors when he went on the road a game. Like, half his games were outside, and some of the games he played were indoor. Like, trust me, Barry Sanders was consistently unbelievable. Barry could have finished 20,000. Yeah, Barry could have finished with that. Like, you don't see a drop off on Barry's numbers, is what I'm saying. Like I said, I just went through the stats with you guys. Look at them again. Like, when I pull them up on here, right? When I show you guys his stats, and I know you guys can barely see that. I try to I tried to. All right, there we go. Maybe that's a little bit better for you guys. Let me see if that's. Is that better? That you guys can read that a little bit better? I mean, are you telling me right here that isn't impressive? Guys, look at the touchdowns. Look at the yards per game, right? Just the yards per game. Each season, 98, 81 and a half, 103, 84, 101, 117, 93, 97, 128, 93. I mean, and then look at his receiving on top of it. 282, 480, 307, 225, 204, 205, 283, 390. I mean, the guy was also catching balls out the backfield too, right? And getting touchdowns, receiving touchdowns. Like, he was a beast. I mean, 10-year span, 89 through 98. So it was 10 years. I don't know, man. I can't see how you can't. I mean, he averaged 6.1 in 1997. 6 yards, 6.1 a carry. His rookie year, he averaged 5.3. Can you imagine have a running back on your team that's getting you 5 yards, 5.3 consistently? 5.1, 4.5, 4.3, 5.7, 4.8, 5.6. I mean, those are about as consistent as you're going to get, man. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's for another day. It's for another day. So let's get through this list because we haven't even started the list yet. And we're 2 hours and 20 minutes in, man. And we'll do this list and I'll get out of here. I went on longer than I expected, but that's all right. We're having a good time tonight. So this is Bleacher Report, guys. This is the 99 top 99 quarterbacks in NFL history. Let's go. Let's start this thing, man. Let's start it up. All right. Coming in at 99, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill, according to Bleacher Report, is the 99th greatest quarterback ever. This is ever, by the way, in the NFL. Barry's great, Tommy, no doubt. He was unique. OJ was a whole team. Yeah, but you don't think Barry Sanders was the whole team with the Lions? Like, without Barry Sanders, the Lions weren't getting to the playoffs. Like, Detroit got to the NFC Championship game with a terrible team. And it was all because of Barry Sanders. Like, Barry Sanders was unbelievable, bro. Like, he was their everything. But I guess, we'll have to agree to disagree. I just think he was unbelievable. Anyways, let's get to this list because we'll be here all day. Barry was the whole team in Detroit. Absolutely, Vader. That's why I same thing could be told. Lions had Megatron. No, they didn't. That was years and years later. That's when Stafford came aboard. Barry Sanders was long gone after Megatron came. Megatron didn't come to way after, bro. Way after Barry retired. I wish, or not me, but Detroit fans wish Megatron was on that team, right? With Matthew Stafford and Barry Sanders. Can you imagine? Like, now that could be a Super Bowl team, right? But no, he was not. He was not there. All right, so let's get to this list. 99, Ryan Tannehill. That's crazy. They got him on this as 99, but okay. Let's see why. I'm just curious. 11 seasons. He was a one-time Pro Bowler, one-time Comeback Player of the Year. Record 81-70. He finished with 34,881 yards, 216 touchdowns, 115 interceptions, 27 game-winning drives. Okay. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this list goes. So he's 99. 98, Danny White. 97, Mark Rippon. He had that, man. That Washington team that beat us in 91 was unbelievable. Like, Mark Rippon he just had a phenomenal season that year. I don't think he was that good of a quarterback, but that year, 91, Mark Rippon played out of his mind. We got a Tannehill sucks comment. Tannehill making the list. All just seems insane, right? Well, we're gonna see how this goes. Mark Rippon, 97. 96. Craig Morton, little old school football there. Craig Morton. 95. Jeff Hostetler, who beat us in the Super Bowl. Fucking guy. Fuck you, Jeff Hostetler. Fucking asshole. 94. Kerry Collins. Wow, Kerry Collins, 2-time Pro Bowler, 81 and 99. See, God, Kerry Collins. What do you guys feel about Kerry Collins on the list here of the top 99? Rippon was poop. He had this insane offensive line. Yeah, but in 91, bro, that 91 season or whatever, when they won a Super Bowl in 91, he played. He had a great season there, but he also had great players around him. You are right with that, though. He had unbelievable talent. But that was an unbelievable team. I don't know about this guy, though, being on the list. I mean, he didn't even have a winning record. Kerry Collins. You guys think Kerry Collins, 94? We'll see. 93, Justin Herbert. 93, Herbert. Okay. So we got a current player on there. Coming at 93 for Herbert. Very curious where Josh Allen lands in current quarterbacks. Like, well, there's one, by the way, so 93 Herbert, but where like Lamar, Patrick, Burrow, let's see where they land. Burt Jones coming in at 92. '91, Trent Green making the list. Record of 56 and 57, 2-time Pro Bowler. All right. 90, Jim Everett. Remember Jim Everett? This was the guy. Wasn't he the guy who got into a fight with Jim Rome, who called him Chris Everett, the tennis player, the women's tennis player? That's him, right? Don't call me Chris Everett, right? I'm pretty sure that's him. Collins was better in college. Collins ridiculous a couple of years. Yeah, he was there. If Rivers 93, Josh better be in the top 20 at least. Chris Everett, yes. Chris Everett. He's like, call me Chris Everett again. Okay, Chris. Boy, what's his name had some balls on him, or Jim Rome. Okay, Chris, boy, that was great. Good old Jim Everett. All right. Or Chris Everett, as Jim Rome likes to call him. 89, Don Meredith. Like a little old school football there for Badass. All right. Badass likes the old school guys. 88, Andy Dalton coming in, who's still playing football. Record of 84, 83, and 2. Total seasons 15 so far for the Red Rifle. All right. Coming in at 87, Norm Snead. Badass. Do you know about some Norm Snead? He's coming in at 87, 4-time Pro Bowler. What's his record? Let me go back up his record. His record is 52 and 100. It's a terrible record. That's awful. That is an awful record. How is this guy on the list? He had to play from some terrible teams. Norm Snead, 4-time Pro Bowler, but his record is 52 and 100. I mean, God, that's awful. That's really bad. '86, Archie Manning. We got a Manning. We got our first Manning on the board. It's Archie. Archie Manning. He played on some horrible team. Apparently, he played on some horrible team. If you have 52 and 100 record, I think that's impressive to get 7 ties. Oh my God, Norm Snead over Herbert. Yeah, apparently. I mean, I don't know. These are some funky stats. I'm glad we're doing them. Did see Arch play. Okay, Badass. So you didn't know about Snead, but you know about Archie. So Archie's coming on a list at 86. Finished. My God, his record's just as bad. 35 and 101 with 3 ties. That is awful. That is a really bad record. Guys, that's awful. I'm sorry. 35 and 101? Holy shit. 85, Brad Johnson. Super Bowl Brad Johnson. A record of 72-53. Two-time Pro Bowler. All right, Brad Johnson makes the list. 84, Doug Williams. Doug Williams was good. I give him credit. I believe he broke his leg, right? Wasn't Doug Williams the one who Lawrence Taylor broke his leg? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong on that. It's a little before my time, but I believe he got his leg broken, right, by Lawrence Taylor. It was an accident, obviously, but it was like gruesome. Pretty sure it was him. But anyways, he's coming in on the list here. 38-42. Yeah, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion. But yeah, I believe he's the one that got his leg broken. I could be wrong on that. Frank Ryan coming at 83. All right. NFL champion, 3-time Pro Bowler. 82, Jaws, Ron Jaworski. All right. Pro Bowler. He also won the Burt Bell Award. What the hell that? We don't even have the Burt Bell Award. Did we even have the Burt Bell Award? What happened to the Burt Bell Award? Bring back the Burt Bell Award. We have some players that deserve the Burt Bell Award, I'm sure. Not Williams, Tom. It wasn't? Okay. All right. I thought it was Theismann. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was him. Okay. All right. But it was still Washington, right? It was a Washington player. All right. Doug Williams, he pulled up like 30 points. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was him. Buffalo Run. So Jim McMahon coming in at 81. McMahon, Super Bowl winning McMahon. 2-time Super Bowl champion. McMahon. Record of 67-30. All right. Coming in at 80 is Bernie Kosar. You know about Bernie. Cleveland. 1-time Super Bowl champion. Cleveland and Dallas, so he won as a backup. Whatever. Okay, so I don't mind Bernie being on here. Brian Sipe at 79. Pro Bowler, All-Pro, MVP. Won the MVP 1 year. I don't know much about that. I never heard of the guy. Dante Culpepper coming in on the list. 78. Now, he had a little run in Minnesota, but he went to Miami. He was terrible. What do you guys feel about Dante coming in on this list at 78? You guys like Dante Culpepper at 78? He had a little run in Minnesota. Do you think that's fair for Dante? Sipe was good. NCAA quarterback, not NFL. Okay. Good quarterback. All right, Randy. So some of you guys know some of the older quarterbacks. Dante was fun to watch for a while. Him and Moss. They did. Yeah, he had that run in Minnesota. But then he went to Miami. He was terrible in Miami. But he did have a run. I don't mind him on the list. If you're going to put Ryan Tannehill on the list, I think Culpepper deserves to be. So I'm okay with that. I mean, we're going to see how it goes on. So 78 Culpepper, 3-time Pro Bowler. Didn't have the greatest, 41-59. But as we see, there was guys with 100 losses, so that are on this list. All right. 77, Derek Carr makes the list of 77. Record of 77-92, 4-time Pro Bowler. There's rumors that he wanted to come back, supposedly. I don't know. I don't think anybody wants Derek Carr back. Alex Smith coming in at 76. Former number 1 pick. 3-time Pro Bowler, 1 comeback player of the year. 99-67, so he had a winning record. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about Alex Smith? I guess you could put him on the list. Well, we got a current quarterback coming up. What do you guys think about Alex Smith being on the list so far? Considering the quarterbacks we've seen so far, Culpepper feels fine. Yeah, I'm with you. He went to Oakland for a second, too. Okay. Alex gives us... what? The Jersey Jets wants Carr. Do they? Oh, no. Alex Smith wasn't that bad, game manager. Yeah, Alex Smith wasn't bad. You're right. So here's a current quarterback, Super Bowl champion, Jalen Hurts, coming at 75. I mean, that's fair. He did win a Super Bowl. He was the MVP. 2-time Pro Bowler. And I guess the Burt Bell Award is still around because he won it. I don't even know what the hell the Burt Bell Award is. Is anybody? Do me a favor, guys. Pull up the Burt Bell Award. I had no idea that's a thing. I really didn't. I'm sorry. Sorry I don't know what the Burt Bell Award is. Could somebody pull it up? Jets Life Podcast. Hey, it's Anthony. It's Anthony in the building. Choo choo. All right. Yo, what up, man? We're 2 hours and 30 minutes going strong. I thought I was going to be on here for an hour in the chat. We've been talking about wrestling, top 100 quarterbacks now, top 100 players of 2025. Man, we've had a blast so far. Yeah, what the fuck is Burt Bell Award? Yeah, can somebody tell me what the Burt Bell Award is? Please, look it up. I'm curious. I thought that was maybe like a 70s thing, but apparently he won it. And it's a thing. They put it here. One-time Burt Bell Award winner. All right, here we go. 74, Jeff Garcia. I forgot all about Jeff Garcia. 58 and 58, four-time Pro Bowler. He wasn't terrible. What do you guys think about Jeff Garcia? Jets suck. Oh, my God. How many years since your New Jersey Jets made the playoffs? Listen, Anthony gets all this on the AFC shakedown. He's a trooper. He's an awesome dude. He's a friend of mine. Be nice to my man, Anthony. He's already in enough pain. He doesn't want to hear about Derek Carr potentially being the Jets quarterback next season. All right, so Jeff Garcia. I don't know. I mean, I guess, right? Jeff Garcia should be on the list, guys. I mean, he's been on here. He's been around a while. Played for 11 teams, or not 11 teams. Total season 11. He played for the Browns, the Lions, Eagles, 49ers, Tampa. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He played for 5 teams. So four-time Pro Bowler. I mean, yeah. I mean, he wasn't terrible. All right. Number 73. I wonder if my man Anthony's still here. Hey, it's Vinny Testaverde, baby. Woo! Watch out over here. Hey, forget about it. hey, yay. Give me a New York slice, baby. So Vinny Testaverde, and shout out to Vinny, man. He deserves to be on here. Vinny is he was a good quarterback. Garcia was okay, too small. All right. Jets never have a quarterback unless they win the Super Bowl. And look, we're on a former Jets quarterback right here. Hey, Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Oh, man. Vinny was cool. I never had a problem with Vinny. So he was a 2-time Pro Bowler, 90 and 123 career record. Let's see here. He played 21 seasons. Man, that motherfucker was around for a minute. Baltimore, Carolina, the Browns, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Jets, and Tampa. At his best, Vinny Testaverde could be great. The first overall pick in 87 had a cannon for a right arm. There wasn't a throw in the game he couldn't make. 21-year career. 7 different teams. Man, you got to put him on there just for the longevity. He had a good arm. And Dave Craig at 72, 3-time Pro Bowler. I mean, I guess he did have a winning record. Played 19 seasons, so he was around a little bit. Number 71, a player that's in the NFL still. Kirk Cousins coming in 71. What do you guys think about Kirk Cousins coming in 71? I mean, once again, if you're going to put guys like Vinny Testaverde on the list, Dante Culpepper, I think, Cousins deserves this. He's 4-time Pro Bowler. Garcia's mom trashed Jim Rome after he called him ugly. Remember when Shane Collins intercepted him in the college championship game? Oh, man. So, yeah. So, who were we on? Kirk Cousins is 71. All right. Kirk Cousins 71. All right. Coming in at 70. Never heard of him, but he's wearing a leather helmet. And you know what? Just because he's wearing a leather helmet, fine. Dutch Clark. Fine. He's a Hall of Famer, 6-time Pro Bowler, wearing a leather helmet. Look, man, these guys got some concussions, okay? These guys definitely got concussions in the NFL. All right, coming in at number 69, Jim Hart. And not Jimmy Hart from WWF, WWE, WCW. It's Jim Hart for the Arizona Cardinals. 4-time Pro Bowler. I know nothing about Jim Hart. I only know the guy that's in wrestling. Jim Plunkett, I know the name. Didn't watch him too. That was before my time. Coming at 68. He is a Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Record of 72 and 72. Earl Morrall coming at 67. MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. I get it. Okay. Winning record, by the way. All right, here's the current quarterback, guys. Joe Burrow coming in at 66. Joe Burrow, 66. Anybody have a disagreement with that? Should Joe Burrow be further up this list? Should he be top 50? Or 66 about right for Joe Burrow at this stage of his career? Very curious what you guys think about Joe Burrow coming in at 66 all time, according to Bleacher Report. Fair. Vader says fair. Okay. All right. We're going fair on Joe Burrow. All right. So we're going to move down and you guys comment. Let me know where Joe Burrow stands with you guys. He's at 65. Matt Hasselbeck. At 65 as a winning record, 85-75, 3-time Pro Bowler. I don't know about Hasselbeck over Burrow, though. John Brody at 64 before my time, but he was the MVP, 2-time Pro Bowler, comeback player of the year, also an All-Pro. All right. I don't know much about him, so I guess he's okay there. Jared Goff is ahead of Burrow at this point at 63, according to Bleacher Report. Do you guys think Goff should be ahead of Burrow? That's a good one. Let me know in the chat. Is Goff better than Burrow at this stage of his career? According to Bleacher Report, he is. Man, they both went to a Super Bowl. So Goff went to a Super Bowl with the Rams before he was traded. Burrow went once with the Bengals, obviously, lost to the Rams. So I think Burrow's better than Goff. I think Burrow should be ahead of Goff, in my opinion. No way Goff above Burrow. Yeah, I'm with you. Burrow's durability is holding him down. Yeah, you know what? That's a great point, Vader, and that's maybe why. I don't think so either. Burrow is better than Goff. Yeah. I think he is too. It's no slight to Goff. I think Goff's a good quarterback. He should be on this list, but I think Burrow should be ahead of Goff. All right. 62, John Haddle. Never heard of him, so I'll just have to go with it. He's an AFL champion, 6-time Pro Bowler. One-time All-Pro. He does have a winning record. Okay. Mark Brunell. Wow, Mark Brunell. God, I don't know, man. He's a Super Bowl champion, 3-time Pro Bowler. Jeez, but he was Super Bowl champion with who? Green Bay as a backup, I believe. I don't know about that, man. Ahead of Burrow. What do you guys think? Brunell? I mean, I like Brunell. He's all right. But is Brunell better than Burrow and Goff, guys? What do you think? God, man, that's tough, man. I mean, he was good, but I don't know if he was better than them all time. Ooh, I gotta disagree. With Bleacher Report on this one. I believe he belongs in the top 99. But I don't think he's 61, man. But all right. I mean, if that's what they're doing. Disagree. Jack Kemp. Hey. A Buffalo Bill made the list so far. Should we hit the train horn, guys? Let's go ahead. Hey. There we go. Jack Kemp, Buffalo Bill quarterback, makes the list at number 60. Man, okay, all right. So there we go, guys. Jack Kemp. What do you guys feel about Jack Kemp making the list at 60? You guys like Jack Kemp? Coming in at number 60 all time for Bleacher Report. 2-time AFL champion, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, and AFL Player of the Year. 63-37 record with 3 ties. Hey, it's impressive. Got to give the man credit. I wonder where Jimbo slots in at. No, this is quarterbacks. This is the top 99 quarterbacks of all time. Kemp was the reason I became a Bills fan. Plus good congressman. Okay. Kemp was a good quarterback for his time. He's a major star. He was a major star in San Diego. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got our first Bill on the list at 60. All right, here we go. 59, Dak Prescott. Anybody have a problem with Dak being 59? Has Dak done better than the guys that are, let's say the current quarterbacks that are on this list, which would be Jared Goff and Burrow? Do you guys disagree with that? Jim Kelly. Okay. I was like, Jimbo. Okay. I'm like, why would you? So that, you know what? He's going to be on this. Clearly, he should be. Where he lands, that's a great question. Okay. So you know what? Let's do this, chat. Let's go ahead and put, where's Jim Kelly land in this list? Does he land in the top, let's say top 40? And then where does Josh Allen land for you guys? Top 25? You know what I mean? Like, so give me the list of Jim Kelly and Josh Allen. Where you kind of see them landing on this list? Very curious. Damn, should be higher. Okay. Dak is whack. All right. So Badass does not like Dak Prescott, but he's done well in his career. So I don't hate it. He's coming in at 59, Offensive Rookie of the Year, 4-time Pro Bowler, 83 and 55, so he's a good record, winning record. All right, number 58, Bob Waterfield. Know nothing about him, but he's a Hall of Famer, 2-time NFL champion, 2-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Record unavailable. So they're like, hey, we don't even know his record, but he is a Hall of Famer. He's a 2-time champion. But we weren't keeping stats. We have no idea the record. We just know he played football. All right, so okay. All right. Tony Romo at 57. Guys have a problem with Tony Romo at 57? I mean, man, let's see here. 78 and 49. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. 13 seasons. I mean, I don't know, right? I don't know about that. Okay, so Kelly top 25, Allen top 10, says Randy. It's going to be interesting. I have not looked at this list. I'm doing this list with you guys, man, so I have no idea how this is going to go. Carson Palmer. Totally forgot about Carson Palmer. Coming in at 56. 3-time Pro Bowler. 92 and 88 winning record, barely. But he's on the list. You made the list. Andrew Luck, who retired early, coming in at 55. Winning record of 53 and 33, 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Comeback Player of the Year. Okay. I mean, he was a hell of a quarterback, retired a little bit too early. But all right. George Blanda at 54. Hall of Famer, 3-time AFL champion, 4-time Pro Bowler. Winning record. He also was the Burt Bell Award winner. Guys, have you guys pulled up the Burt Bell Award winner yet? Or do I have to pull that up? Do I need to pull? All right, you know what? You guys in the chat, very disappointed in you guys. You did not pull up the Burt Bell Award. Burt Bell Award. So the Burt Bell is presented by Maxwell Football Club to the Player of the Year in the National Football League. The award is named in honor of Burt Bell, 1895 to 1951. Or to 1959. Okay, so the Burt Bell Award is decided on by team owners, local and national media. That's all I got. I mean, it's the Maxwell, the Burt Bell Award. Yeah, it's not giving me much. Maxwell Football Club. Most outstanding player in the NFL. I mean, there you go, guys. That's the Burt Bell Award. So, okay. There you go. There we go. All right, next up. Joe Flacco coming in at 53. One-time Super Bowl MVP, one-time Super Bowl champion, comeback player of the year, 107-94 overall record. All right. 52, Michael Vick. What do you guys think? Should Michael Vick be at 52 or should be higher? Should be Michael Vick had a stretch where he was dominant. But then he fell off. And then he also was an asshole and did some fucking shitty things. But then he came back and he did his time. And he came back and he had a pretty good end to his career. But he lost me as a fan, obviously, after he did what he did. I can't forgive that. But either way, he was unbelievable. We're talking about play on the field, not off the field stuff. So 52, Michael Vick. Do you think he deserves to be maybe in the top 40? I would say in the top 50 because he fell off a little bit. So maybe 50, maybe a couple spots more. Four-time Pro Bowler, one comeback player of the year, and he also won the Burt Bell Award. He finished with 61-51 record, one tie. Okay. Drew Bledsoe coming in at 51. Drew Bledsoe started off great with New England. We got him at the tail end of his career with just a little bit of prime left in 2002. And that was it for Drew Bledsoe. But Drew Bledsoe was really good to start out his career. But obviously just he took way too many hits. Yeah, Vic was a dog killer. That's why I love Michael Vick in the beginning. But once you do that, I can't. I'm a big dog person, man. Animal I couldn't. But once again, we're talking about what you did on the field. Then that's a different story. You know what I mean? Guy never really watched film or try. Can't forgive him. Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm just talking about play on the field. He had a stretch run where he was unbelievable, right? Like I said before, he was like the new age Randall Cunningham, who, by the way, Randall Cunningham has not been on this list yet. And if he doesn't make the list, Bleacher Report, what the fuck? Like, Randall Cunningham better make this list. I mean, I'm just saying. You put motherfuckers on here that probably shouldn't be on it. Ryan Tannehill, I mean, I'm just saying. He better be here. I'm gonna be mad if Cunningham is not on this list. All right, 51. We already went through that. It's Drew Bledsoe. 50. Rich Gannon comes in at 50. He's an MVP, four-time Pro Bowler, two-time All-Pro. He also won the Burt Bell Award twice. Finished with the winning record, 76-56. Okay. Coming in at 49 before my time, Roman Gabriel. MVP, Pro Bowler, Burt Bell Award, 84-64, 7 record. All right, I'll have to just go on what they're saying there. Another guy, I'll just have to... Daryl LaMonica, three-time AFL champion, 5 Pro Bowl, 66-16 record. This guy did not lose many games. That's an impressive record, I got to be honest with you. That's unbelievable. He played for the Buffalo Bills. I didn't even know this, so, shame on me. And I'm over here talking about you should know your history. Old school. Let's see. Old school guys. Do you guys know this guy? Played for the Bills. I did not even know. I should know this, right? Shame on me. But man, what a fucking record this guy had. Daryl LaMonica. I mean, damn, dude. 66-16-6. Three-time AFL champion. This guy did nothing but win. Bill's first quarterback. Okay, there you go. See, badass. No, see, shame on me. I should have known that. Guy had a great record, huh? Great with the Chiefs. And Hank Stram. Particularly down the field guy. Okay. Bills' initial quarterback. See, I should have known that. Shame on me. But look, I learned something every day. 47, Boomer Esiason coming in at 47. I should scroll back up on that. Boomer was an MVP, a 4-time Pro Bowler, and he was an All-Pro one season. Did not finish with the winning record, 80 and 93. Okay, but they got him on here. Joe Theismann at 46. MVP, Super Bowl champion, Offensive Player of the Year, Pro Bowler, 2 times, All-Pro 1 time. He also won the Burt Bell Award. He did have a winning record, 77-47. 12 seasons all with Washington. Steve Air McNair. Rest in peace, Steve McNair. Was out there messing around with some woman, which I heard he was a dog out there on the streets, Steve McNair, and he got caught up with the wrong one. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to him, right? 1-time MVP, 3-time Pro Bowler coming in there on the list. 44, Phil Simms. Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Pro Bowler, 95 and 64. Okay. Winning record, obviously Super Bowls help. Cam Newton at 43, guys. By the way, still no Randall Cunningham. If Randall Cunningham does not make this list, I got to write Bleacher Report and ask him, what the fuck, bro? Like, really, bro? I mean, you're going to put some of these guys on this list and not... you're not going to put him on the list. You're not going to put Cunningham on the list. Shit. Miracle. Yep. So what do you guys think about Cam coming in at 43? They got Cam at 43. MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, got the Burt Bell Award. Apparently that's such a great thing. 42, Donovan McNabb, 6-time Pro Bowler, 98 and 62 winning record. 41, Matt Ryan, MVP, won the MVP 1 year, Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, 4-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, also won the Burt Bell Award. Ken Anderson, hey, look at Ken, good old Ken Anderson, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, 4-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Burt Bell Award, 91 and 81 record. There he is. Okay. I was going to say, better not do me wrong, Bleach Report. Coming in at 39. Randall Cunningham. Well-deserved. Look at that stat. Right? So Randall Cunningham deserves to be on here, obviously. Love Randall Cunningham. Ahead of his time. 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, 3-time Burt Bell Award winner. Finished with the winning record of 82 and 52. 16 season, one with Baltimore, Dallas, Minnesota, and Philly. But his greatest years were in Philly. Now, he had that 1 year in Minnesota where he was unbelievable. Threw for over Hey, I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah, my power went out. We have a lot of strong ones here, so I know a lot of you guys left. Hopefully, some of you guys are going to come back. I will wait a minute for you guys to get back into the chat. I apologize about that, but that is what happens sometimes with electricity. It goes out. Probably pulled. No, we're having like some strong winds over here, and it was like it went out real quick. But unfortunately, when that happens, my whole computer has to reload, and my Wi-Fi, my router, the modem or whatever, has to cycle through, and it takes a little time for all that to get set back up. But sorry about that, man. Let's see if I miss any of your guys' chat. Tommy is the episode of the Great Bills Fans and the only podcast that reads every message. Others only respond to super chats. Tommy and Mikey are good guys with great common football knowledge. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Sorry, Tommy, but I'm going to have to drop you down in the all-time rankings because of this power outage. Walt. Oh, no. No. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. Boy. And I do have, by the way, my internet's great. I have AT&T. Do not get their cell phone service though. Their cell phone service is terrible. Really, really, really bad cell phone service. So do not go with AT&T on their cell phone. So yeah, good. Okay, so let's get back to the list and then we'll call it a night. Where were we on this list to backtrack? We were at Len Dawson at 20? No, we didn't hit that. I think it jumped on us. Hold on. Didn't it jump on us guys a little bit? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't remember calling Sid Luckman's name. Let's see here. Where were we? No, we're getting some sneak peeks here. Some guys here. We're getting sneak peeks. I got to scroll up. Oh, don't cheat, guys. Don't. Oh no! I hope you guys didn't see that name, but there was a name that popped up there. Where were we, guys? Do you guys recall where we were? I know Randall Cunningham, right? I was happy about Randall Cunningham being on the list. There we go. We were at Cunningham. I hope you guys weren't looking, but there was a player on the list here. You may not be happy about where he's at, but anyways, Randall Cunningham at 39, 4-time Pro Bowler, all-time pro, 3-time Burt Bell Award. Okay. Winning record. All right, here we go. Sonny Jurgensen at 38, Hall of Famer, NFL champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, 69-17, played for the Eagles in Washington. 69-71 and 7. So winning record. Bobby Lane coming at 37, Hall of Famer, 3-time NFL champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 80-48 record. Coming in at 36 is Y.A. Tittle, Hall of Famer, MVP, 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Finished with the winning record, 78-50-5. 35, here we go. Josh Allen at 35. More than likely, what this is saying, guys, is Lamar Jackson, because we have not named him yet, is going to be ahead of Josh Allen on this list. And Jim Kelly too, because we have not mentioned Jim Kelly's name, have we? I don't think we have. So wow. T-Mobile for 12 years. Yeah, I'm with Verizon now, and Verizon is great, but it's been having a little bit of issues lately. Happens here in Florida constantly. Everything in my house has to rest, even if power flashes. Yeah, that's what happened. Tommy's right about AT&T phone. I have it sucks. 2 bars. Yeah, dude. I had AT&T literally for 1 week, Randy. I went from Metro to Mint, and then I needed, because where I work, I need unlimited data where it doesn't peak during peak hours or whatever you want to call it. And so I'm like, all right, I'll pay more money. And I went to AT&T because I'm with AT&T Internet, And they're like, oh yeah, we have 5G in your area. I'm like, okay, bro, it was terrible. The bars were awful. They lied about their peak hours and all that crap. And then I went to Verizon, and Verizon at least kept up. They're a little pricey, but they've given me, for the most part, except for twice where they had outages, they kept their word on unlimited data, high speed, no drop. And it's been good. Been really good. So, but anyways, let's look at this list here. Josh Allen at 35. More than likely, Lamar Jackson is ahead of him. I do not agree with that. Renaissance going, what? Capital letters. Frank Reich also. Oh, you're right. Frank Reich is not on this list. He may not make it. I'll be honest with you, but he maybe should have been. But I don't know, because he wasn't really. He started for a little bit with Carolina, right? He wasn't that great. Backup quarterback, one of the best. Josh should be on the top 10. He should be at least top 25. I mean, top 20. Yeah, Lamar over Allen is insane, and he's going to be. I'm very curious where Lamar lands on this list. I don't agree with it. I mean, I guess you'll get your people who will fight you on this, but yeah, let's put the quarterback consistently gets beat by Josh and playoffs higher than Josh. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. 35, Josh Allen. All right, let's see who finishes out here. But let's see Josh's stats real quick while we're here. He's an MVP, obviously one MVP, 4-time Pro Bowler. He's 88-39 overall record. So obviously a winning quarterback, MVP, and a 4-time Pro Bowler. Man. All right, coming in at 34, Bob Greasy of the Dolphins, Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 1 Burt Bell Award. Enia MVP, I have no idea what that is. Played all 14 seasons with the Dolphins, 92-56 record, 3 ties. Coming in at 33, Joe Namath. Joe Namath coming in Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion, AFL champion, 5-time Pro Bowl, 1 All-Pro, 1-time AFL Player of the Year, AFL Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, I mean, I get why he's here. 32, Phillip Rivers. Wow. You guys think Phillip Rivers should be over Allen? Just curious. What do you guys think about that? And by the way, Lamar has not even been. Yeah, I haven't even hit Lamar yet. Jeez, I don't know. Phillip Rivers is higher than Allen. Let that sink in. Allen has almost double the playoff wins and MVP in half the time. Yeah. Bleacher Report. Boy, oh boy. Name it through 6 picks in one game. Yeah, that's not good. But he had a hell of a career, though. You know, you're going to have some bad games, you know. Wow. 173 touchdowns, 220. So, yeah, clearly Namath was a gunslinger. Rivers has the mileage. I get it. And maybe that's what they're going with. But, ooh, boy, oh boy, I don't know. 8-time Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? A comeback player of the year. 134 and 109 record. So, winning record. But never won an MVP like Josh. But longevity, 8-time Pro Bowler. I don't know, though, guys. I don't know about that. 31, Sid Luckman, Hall of Famer, 4-time NFL champion, 3-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. His record is unavailable. Guess they weren't counting records back then. Ken Stabler at 30, Hall of Famer, MVP, Super Bowl champion, Offensive Player of the Year, 4-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Burt Bell Award. He also, I believe, has a winning record at 96-49-1. I got to stop that before I get Len Dawson at 29. Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion, 3-time AFL, 7 Pro Bowl, 2 All-Pro, 94-57-8 record. 28, Lamar Jackson, guys. Wow. I just don't know about that. I would have Lamar obviously on here in the top. Boy, I'd have him definitely in the top 35. top 30 even. I don't know, but I'd have Josh Allen and definitely in the top 20 guys. That's not just because I'm a Bills fan. I don't agree with this. I don't. I think they got it totally wrong with Lamar, and I'm not dissing Lamar, but I feel like Josh has just done better overall. But two-time MVP, 4-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. He won the Burt Bell Award twice. He's 76 and 31. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, we're getting down to the top 25 soon. Norm Van Brocklin, 27. Hall of Famer, 2-time NFL champion, 9-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro and Burt Bell Award, 61 and 36 and 4. What is to take their word for it. Sammy Ball, another guy with the leather helmet. I'll just take their word because the dude wore a leather helmet. Hall of Famer, 2-time champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. All right, here we go. Top 25, guys. Here it goes. Russell Wilson, 25. You guys, you're good with that? Top 25. Russell Wilson, what do you guys think about Russell Wilson coming in at 25 all-time quarterbacks in the NFL? Overall 99 best quarterbacks ever, according to Bleacher Report. They got Russell Wilson at 25. Ooh, boy, oh boy. What do you guys feel about that? I don't know about Russell Wilson being in the top 25, man. I know he won the Super Bowl. He had his run, but I don't know, man. I really don't know about that, guys. Got to be honest with you. Super Bowl champion, 10-time Pro Bowler, winning record, 121 and 80 and 1. I mean, he's definitely belongs on the list, obviously. But boy, I don't know. 24, Eli Manning. He did win the Super Bowl twice. No way. Look at Allen versus Lamar head-to-head record. I agree. I mean, I would have Allen ahead for sure. Eli coming at 24. I get it because of the Super Bowls. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't think he was great, but when the moment hit where he needed to be great, he made some unbelievable plays, man. 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 4-time Pro Bowler. His record, 117 and 117. But I think it's the Super Bowls that gets him on this list, obviously. And both MVPs as well, Super Bowl MVPs. Dan Fouts at 23. Dan Fouts was excellent. Hall of Famer, Offensive Player of the Year, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. 86 and 84 record, 1 tie. Number 22, guys, we have a Buffalo Bill, Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly makes a list at 22. So there is your last Bills player, Bills quarterback, Jim Kelly. Honestly, Eli Manning is one of the most overrated quarterbacks of all time. He's not a Hall of Famer. He was never considered a top 5 quarterback in the league. I mean, I agree with that take, and I think the only reason they're putting him here is because of, 1, because of the Super Bowls, both. 2, because he's MVP of both Super Bowls. And 3, is because he beat the Patriots, who, let's be honest with you. Let's be honest with you guys here. I'm going to be honest with you. The Patriots were undefeated going into that Super Bowl, right? Like, they were about to, beat the Dolphins record or tie it. I would say beat it because they played more games. I think that's why he made the list, man. Jim Kelly, 22. All right. So Jim Kelly makes the top 25. Hall of Famer, 5-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Finished with the 101-59 record. He had 28 game-winning drives. Played every season with Buffalo. Warren Moon ahead of Jim Kelly. What do you guys think about that? Warren Moon. Hall of Famer, Offensive Player of the Year, 9-time Pro Bowler. I think Jim Kelly should be ahead of Warren Moon on this. The Super Bowls, just because of the Super Bowls, in my opinion. And Warren Moon was excellent, guys, by the way. Excellent quarterback. But I think Jim Kelly, because of what he did, 4-time Super Bowl, going to Super Bowl 4 times, record-wise was better. I think you gotta put Kelly ahead of Warren Moon on this one. That's my opinion. Warren Moon was excellent, but pure passer, it's Moon. Yeah, same thing with Dan Marino. I think Dan Marino is the best pure passer I've ever seen, but I think Kelly has the accolades. Absolutely, Vader. You're absolutely right, and that's why I would have him ahead of him. But Warren Moon, probably better pure passer. That's accurate. Number 20, Matthew Stafford. Super Bowl champion, MVP, 3-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Comeback Player of the Year, 120, 118 record, one tie. Okay. Troy Aikman at 19, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, 94 and 71. I didn't think he was the greatest quarterback, but he was damn good. He was perfect fit for the Cowboys. Played every year with the Cowboys. They got Kurt Warner ahead of Troy Aikman. Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Burt Bell Award, 67-49. Do you guys agree that Kurt Warner should be ahead of Troy Aikman, even though Troy Aikman won more Super Bowls? What do you guys feel about that? Warner ahead of Aikman. Very curious what you guys think. I hear you talking about my Patriots. Careful, Tom. Yeah, you know what about your Patriots, Christy? And I haven't looked at this list. I'm telling you, I'm doing this list with you guys. More than likely, Brady will probably be number one. I mean, I would. It's tough because I got to be honest with you. Joe Montana was excellent as well, but the amount of Super Bowls that Tom Brady has, and he also won one with Tampa. Man, what is he, 7 Super Bowls? I think Montana had 4, but Montana never lost the Super Bowl. It's very interesting to see where they're going to have Brady and Montana, because I think Montana, it's going to come down to Montana and Brady, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Vader coming in. Warren is better than Aikman. Yes. Okay. Kurt was part of the greatest show on turf. Yes, he was. I agree, Tommy. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're getting into the nitty gritty here. Number 17, Roger Staubach, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler. Burt Bell, winning record 85 and 29. Excellent quarterback. Can't complain there about that guy. Ben Roethlisberger. Whoa. You know what? I don't agree with this. 16, 2-time Super Bowl champion. I get that. Offensive Rookie Year, 6-time Pro Bowler. What do you guys think about Big Ben coming in at 16? All-time quarterback. Ooh, boy. I mean, he has a two-time Super Bowl. He had his run where he was really good. But boy, 16th best quarterback of all time. Boy. What do you guys think? Ben Roethlisberger. Let me know in the chat. I'll put it up. I'm very curious what you guys think. That one's tough. That one is I don't know about that. Gotta be honest with you guys. Not sure if Ben deserves that spot, man. I mean, I get it. 2-time Super Bowl, but he fell off there at the end, too. Terry Bradshaw coming in at 15. Hall of Famer, MVP, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Burt Bell. You got to give him that. Record of 107-51. I mean, geez, 4-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, yeah, he did everything. So I guess I'm okay with that as well. Bart Starr at 14. Hall of Famer, MVP, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time NFL champion, 4-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, 94, 57, 6. I get it. Okay. That's why he's here. I'm okay with that. Frank Tarkenton at 13. Hall of Famer, MVP, Player of the Year, 9-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Burt Bell, winning record 124, 109, 6. I get it. I'm okay with it. Otto Graham at 12, leather helmet days, Hall of Famer, 3-time champion, AAFC champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro, UPI MVP. I have no idea what that is, but okay. I mean, I'll just have to take their word on that one. Johnny Unitas at 11. Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, 10-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, 3-time Burt Bell, winning record 118, 63, and 4. Okay, let's get to some of your guys' chats before I move on. Ben was a nice quarterback. His body took a beat. It did. And you know what about Ben? He didn't take care of his body. He drank a lot of beer. At the end, he just, he wasn't taking care of his body towards the end. And it wasn't like he came into the league, like Allen, where he was already kind of in shape. Like Roethlisberger was always kind of not chunky, but it wasn't like he was this fit quarterback to begin with. And he kind of just let himself go. You know what I mean? Like a little bit too much partying there at the end for Roethlisberger. Ben is a gross human being of a man. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I get you, Chris. I don't know that stuff. And I'm not going to talk about people's because I get that talk about Eric Moulds. People, when I talk about Eric Moulds, I've had people comment me on X saying he's a scumbag and he doesn't pay child support. I'll be honest with you. The off-field stuff, it is what it is. People are going to have their opinions about people. I'm not, that's not, when I talk about Eric Moulds, I'm talking about what he did on the field. When you're talking about Ben Roethlisberger, I'm talking about what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we're going with this. Now, if we want to talk about people's off-field issues, that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? That's a different show, different time, different platform. You know what I mean? But that's why I don't really dive too much into that, because there's a lot that we can dig on for players in every sport that probably aren't the best people in the world. So when I talk sports or what you did on the field, it's strictly on the field. Like I said about Vic, I can't forgive him because of the dog thing, but what he did on the field is a totally separate thing. So I think he was great. I think he was ahead of the curve. I think he was phenomenal. He had his run. He was a one of one, but off the field, he did some shit stuff, right? Same with OJ, right? OJ, obviously, yeah, we know what OJ is. And there's other people. It's not just football. There's basketball, baseball. There's a lot of things, and no, I know you care. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You know what I mean? I everyone should have their opinion about people. I'm just saying when I'm talking players and what they did within their sport, right? I can't add into what they did off the field into the sport. You get what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Because then it's kind of takes away, Antonio Brown, right? That's a great, exactly. So exactly. Great point with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is out there, right? But what he did football wise was unbelievable. He's a Hall of Fame player for sure, right? What he did was unreal, right? And he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And if they don't put him in the Hall of Fame, it's because of the off-field shit, which shouldn't make a difference, to be honest with you, because OJ's in there and OJ killed people, right? So you know what I mean? So yeah, he's that man that he has to be careful. The thing with Antonio Brown is he went through some stuff with the hits, and he has stuff going on, and and I don't know if it's controllable, but that's a different story. We're in this one, and we're going to get to the top 10. So here we go, guys. Top 10. We're in the top 10 now. Number 10, Dan the Man Marino. Yeah, just something controversial. Hey, OJ was not guilty. Just saying. According to his peers, they did say not guilty. Anyways, Dan Marino coming in at number 10. Yeah, it's Christy. He was innocent, and that is true. According to the law, that's true. However, come on, it doesn't take a lot to know he was guilty. But that has nothing to do with what he did on the field. It's a fucked up situation. Whatever happened. It is what it is. But that has nothing to do with what he did on the football field, right? Anyways, Dan Marino at 10, and I'm okay with that. Dan Marino, I watched Dan Marino play in person when I used to live in South Florida. when the Bills had the rivalry versus the Dolphins. And I got to say, I never seen a quarterback throw a football like Dan Marino. He was unreal. His arm talent was phenomenal. My God, like he like the dude, I felt like the dude could throw 100 yards, right? And pure passer, the best I've seen ever. He could put it on that rope, put it right between the numbers. He did not miss much. Cocky guy, you know what I mean? He never didn't take responsibility much. You know, he blamed others. But the dude was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And he was tough. He was tough as nails, man. Got to give him credit. Even though I hate the Dolphins, yeah, Marino's release was insanely fast. It was, man. And he did not have a great team around him. He really didn't. He never had a running back while he was there. And he got to Super Bowl his rookie year. He never went back, but he was unbelievable. So I have no problem with him being in the top 10. Very curious, though, where the rest of this list goes, if I would want to move him up. So we'll see. All right, here we go, guys. Number 9, Steve Young. Okay, see, listen, Steve Young won what? I think he won 1 Super Bowl. Let me see here. Or was it 2? No, shit, I'm wrong. 3. See, I can't have Marino ahead of him. Even though I think Marino's a better passer, but the accolades, I understand why they did this. Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Offensive Player of the Year, 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 2-time Burt Bell, finished 94 and 49. I get it. I really do. I mean, you can't, miss those things. You know what I mean? Like, those are hell of accolades, man. I understand why he's ahead of Marino then. I get it. See, Drew Brees ahead of Steve Young, though. He only won a Super Bowl once. See, I don't know about this, guys. Oh boy, this is interesting. Do you guys have Drew Brees ahead of Steve Young? Let me know in the chat. I don't. I like Drew Brees. Drew Brees is good. But I might even put Dan Marino ahead of Drew Brees, even without the Super Bowl. I mean, I get it. He got the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I don't think so, guys. I think Steve Young did more. I'm sorry. I don't agree. Bleacher Report. So that's another list you could check out, Christy. They just put that list out this week. Put top 99 quarterbacks of all time, Bleacher Report. That as a list also, too, you could pop up as well. This is why I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about this stuff. I thought it was interesting. Brees passing total far outweigh most quarterbacks. I get it. I'm with you, but man, we're talking about it's tough, man. I'm understanding. I get it. I just don't know, man. Overall, though, we're talking about like talent wise. I get that you got to include the accolades. I get that because I'm talking about Steve Young over Dan Marino because of that. Because realistically, come on, like, if we're going to be honest here, Dan Marino is a better quarterback than both Steve Young and Drew Brees. Like pure passer wise, like I'm just saying, right? Like, but you got to include the accolades, right? But for me, I don't know. I would have it Drew Brees at 10, Marino at 9, and Young at 8. Let's be honest. This list lost vitality the minute they put Allen at 35, Walter. I'm with you. I don't agree with that either. I mean, I thought, I don't think it's, listen, I'll be honest with you. I think this is a better list than PFF's list of the top 101 players of 2025. I think Bleacher Report was somewhat right on this, right? I'm not going to totally knock him on this list. I don't agree with the Josh Allen at 35, though. Like, I don't agree with some of the players that made the list, too, or where they're at of this list. But I don't think it was that bad. We'll see when it gets to top 5. Very curious. All right, number 7, Brett Favre. Coming at 7, Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, 1 Super Bowl champion, Offensive Player of the Year, 11-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 2-time Burt Bell. I mean, he was a gunslinger, 186, 112 record. Once again, though, I still think Steve Young put up better accolades. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not even sure if I have Brett Favre ahead of Steve Young. Let me know what you think. Brett Favre was great. Don't get me wrong. John Elway at 6. And you guys, guess what? You know who has not made this list yet? Aaron Rodgers. That means Aaron Rodgers is going to crack the top 5 because we are at 6 right now with Elway. So before we even get in the top 5, do you agree that Elway shouldn't be in the top 5 over Aaron Rodgers right now? Because Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be in the top 5. I can tell you that right now. We have not mentioned his name. I don't agree with that. Aaron Rodgers has won 1 Super Bowl, bro. Elway won back-to-back Super Bowls. I get Aaron Rodgers is damn good. He had his run, but I don't know if I'd put him ahead of Elway. I really don't. I mean, let me know what you think. I was at Marino's last game in Jacksonville. Jimmy Johnson benched him in the 4th quarter as Jags were beating Finns badly. Marino was terrible that day. Yeah, that's when Marino was old and done, Randy. Like, I get what you're saying. And they also, I think in that game is when what was that Jacksonville? I think they got somebody from Jacksonville. Am I wrong? They did. You know who they took from Jacksonville, Randy? They got Jay Fiedler, if I'm not mistaken, from that game. They wound up signing Fiedler. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right from that game because Fiedler had like a decent game. I could be wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Brett Favre hasn't been named. No, Brett Favre was named. Brett Favre was number, let me scroll up. Brett Favre was 7, I believe. Right, guys? 7? Yes, Brett Favre was number 7 on this list. So, Walter. So, no. Yeah, yep. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Top 5. I really don't agree with this, by the way, because Aaron Rodgers is going to make the top 5. We haven't mentioned his name. I don't agree. I think Elway should be top 5. I really do. Number 5, Aaron Rodgers. Look at that. Coming in. See, I don't agree. I listen, Rodgers, hate the guy. I don't like the guy's personality. Great quarterback. But he's won 1 Super Bowl. 4-time MVP. I get that. The MVPs, I get it. 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. I mean, he has great stats. 163 and 93. But Elway, let me see here. Elway's numbers. He's a Hall of Famer, MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 9-time Pro Bowler. So, I mean, you know, he doesn't have an MVP. Rodgers has 3, though. I don't know. That, you know what? I guess I would get the argument. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. What do you guys feel on this one? I get the argument. I kind of get it. Oh, you're right. Peyton Manning has not been named in here. Neither has Mahomes or Brady. Damn. All right, so here we go. Okay. Here we go, guys. Number 4, Patrick Mahomes. Coming in at number 4, Patrick Mahomes. Vader says, yeah, switch Elway and Rodgers. I don't know why. I think I would too. Rodgers doesn't take any shit. Yeah, he doesn't. Montana. Oh, you're right. Montana too. Yeah, bro. This is interesting. This is a popularity. No, you know what, badass? I got to be honest with you. A little bit of this is wrong, I feel like, but I don't think this list has been grossly wrong, right? I'm just being honest. I don't think it's been terrible, right? Like, I've seen way worse lists than this one, but I do think some of it should be shuffled around. But I don't think it's been terribly wrong. I think the PFF one was pretty bad. All right, so number 4, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Offensive Player of the Year, 6-time Pro Bowler, two-time All-Pro. You know what? I'm not even upset about this Burt Bell Award. I'm okay with that. Okay, here we go. Number 3, Peyton Manning. Comes in at number 3, guys. Peyton Manning. He is a Hall of Famer, 5-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, 14-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro, Comeback Player of the Year, 3-time Burt Bell Award, 186-79. I get it. Okay, I'm okay with it, guys. Now here we go. Okay, this is going to come down to Montana or Brady. Before I go, what do you guys? Before I go to number 2, go ahead and put in the chat right now. Number 1. Who is the number 1 quarterback? Who do you think is going to be? Brady or Joe Montana? Who is going to be the number 1 quarterback according to PF Bleacher Report? Really, you think there isn't any doubt? Manning was fun to watch. Unreal quarterback. Yep. Montana better be number 1, says Christy. Wow, and you're a Patriot fan. Very surprised you would say that. Randy coming in. Brady is number 1. It's going to be Brady, says Vader. Brady, says DJ. Brady 1, Montana 2. All right, guys, here we go. Coming at number 2, Joe Montana. Joe Montana at number 2, according to Bleacher Report. Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Offensive Player of the Year, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, and 1-time Burt Bell Award winner. And your number 1 quarterback of all time, according to Bleacher Report, is Tom Brady. 3-time MVP, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 7-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, 15-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 1-time Comeback Player of the Year, and a Burt Bell Award winner. He also finished with the record of 251-82. I didn't see. Let me go back to Joe Montana's record as a quarterback. Joe Montana, 117-47 record. So there it is. There it is. Tom Brady is the number 1 quarterback of all time, according to Bleacher Report. I understand it. Let's see. Brady pissed me off. This said not rooting for my Patriots. What is the Burt Bell Award? I went through it. It's some kind of voted by the owners, I guess, in some media for the best. It's almost like an MVP award, I guess. It's their MVP award. The owners vote. Boo, but it was kind of obvious who it would be. All right, guys. Man, this was a long podcast. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Longer than I thought it would be. Guys, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Sorry about the power outage that I had earlier. It is what it is. But, man, I had a blast. And we're going to do this every Friday during the offseason because there's not a lot to talk about, right? We're going to pull up some funny stuff, some lists like this. We'll go through them. Also, ChatGPT. Remember, guys, if you have something that you guys want to go through, like I did tonight, which was the top offseason moves ever for the Buffalo Bills. If you guys got something that you want to go over next Friday, shoot me a message on X, Tommy Talks Bills, or comment after here, leave it in the comment section, and I'll pull it up with ChatGPT, and then we'll go through the list. If you guys have something that you're curious about, and then we'll go through that. So Friday, 8:30. So Friday at 8:30, we go live, or I do. So Mikey is only doing Monday night shows from now on until August, till preseason. But I'll be here every Friday at 8:30. So at 8:30, Friday Night Lights, I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, we'll do shows like this where we're just kick back, talk football. It doesn't need to be all Buffalo Bills stuff. I mean, shit, we talked about wrestling tonight. So let's just have fun on Friday nights, man. And yeah, man, that's it. So guys, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I do. And appreciate you guys showing love to the channel. And yeah, if you haven't hit that like, go ahead and hit that like for me. And Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through.